what, man. That's tremendous.
Keep going. That's good.
I'll tell you what, man.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
On this day in 1994, the number one hit, Bryan Adams, Rod Stewart, and Sting. Cappy, one of my favorite songs of all time, when they got together and sang All for Love,
man.
From the Three Musketeers soundtrack. Remember the Three Musketeers?
Yes.
That's kind of like you, me, and Sedano, but when Brian Windhorst is here, my Columbo brother,
right,
it becomes Windy, Cappy, and Sedano, which I'm okay with.
You are?
They are the Three Musketeers on Wednesdays. Good morning, Brian Windhorst.
Where would Brian Windhorst be in line at your wedding to dance with you?
To this song, Morales. I want to dance with you to this song.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow. We won't look each other in the eye.
A little sabor.
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the güero on the radio.
No.
Giant Mexican, horn section.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Give me a freaking break.
I'm reacting to Art Bell.
Yeah? Oh, okay.
Amazing.
Do you want to do the Love Boat, or do you want me to do the Love Boat?
The Art, I don't even know what you're talking
No,
about.
here it is. You ready? Watch this. Watch this.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
Bit boy.
Monstrous.
Beto, I don't want to eat that. We did it, Dad. We did it.
We were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
It's Windy Wednesdays on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Boom, bing-a-bum. Ding-da-da-bum. Yeah.
7:02 and 30 seconds. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show begins on a Wednesday, windy Wednesday. Jorge, that drop right there, yeah, the one that says Windy Wednesday. Or Wednesday.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
There we go. Now we feel like we've gotten started. Welcome to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on this 4th of February, 2026, day 2 of Super Week for Cappy.
Yeah.
Live from the Bay Area.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully you're not using that makeup that the ESPN crew was using this morning, man.
Oh, no. What was going on there?
They were very dark.
Very dark?
Very tanned looking. Maybe it was
really?
the lighting. I don't know.
Could be the lighting, yeah.
Yeah, or they're just trying to express to everybody it's very sunny and warm here in San Francisco, and everybody's getting a tan.
Evan
Everybody's
Cohen
looking
looked like
healthy.
he had spent the year at the desert, and Michelle Smallman looked like she had been a California girl for the last 6 months.
Okay.
Maybe they all got spray tans for their trip.
Do you think so?
Maybe.
That's a good idea.
We could ask them tomorrow.
Look healthy.
Yeah.
Why not? I'd spray tan. No problem. I've never done it before. George, you ever spray tan?
No, I tan pretty naturally and easily. So.
Yeah, we've got that Latin blood, Cappy. Meanwhile, you know who got spray tanned last night?
The Nets?
The Nets.
Yeah.
Top of the hour integrity. Shit, I know.
I mean, that thing was exactly what I expected it to be. I joked in the group chat the Nets should be contracted.
Seriously.
Because they're just, I mean, the franchise has just been, outside of a few blips here and there, a bottom feeder, right? Let's be honest. And I'm joking, clearly. But it just, the way they are playing right now, and I get they're in a rebuild, but man, that was like, if you're the Lakers, you almost you could have treated that like a preseason game, to be honest.
Totally. I would have liked to seen JJ in the second half come
Suit
out
up?
with just come out with a variety of different lineups. You know what I mean?
I thought you wanted him to throw on the uniform. Which, by the way, JJ actually told me a fun story. Speaking of which, where we totally made fun of him during the broadcast because of this. Well, actually, we did it in the meeting too. So he was. We were talking about Austin Reaves a while back, and whenever I had them last, so like a week ago. And I said, hey, what is he up to right now? Like, where is he in his return? And he's like, yeah, he's working hard. He's 95% back or whatever. And he's like, he's with the Get Ready crew. And the Get Ready crew, Cappy, is basically like the players who generally don't play, most of the two-way guys or whatever. And some of the coaches play in there. And he's like, yeah, I got in there earlier in the season. He's like, I was 7 of 10, 5 of 8 from 3, and then, I may have pulled a groin. I didn't tell the guys, but I walked off feeling victorious, and So, but it is funny. I'm like, I could see him totally still hitting 5 threes. But at 40-something years old, pulling a groin as well.
Yeah, I just would have loved for him last night to go, you know what, we're playing against a G League team. Let's give you what we got. I mean, seriously, I'd have put Bronny James out on the floor to start the second half. I might put him together with Dalton Connect. You know, throw Drew Timmy out there as well. Maxi Kleba. I mean, I would have taken all my guys.
Drop, by the way, for when Drew Timmy does anything good, like the South Park. Yeah.
I would have taken all my guys who are kind of my bench guys who barely get any minutes, and I would have just started them and gone, you know what? Just for the hell of it, let's see what happens out here. Because let's put our G League guys up against their G League guys. Because that game last night, honestly, can I ask everybody seriously, who here watched till the very, very end of that game?
Not me.
Absolutely not.
Okay, because at some point, it's not like for me. I'll ask you guys this question.
What 82-52? That's when I checked out.
That was when you were done. All right, what were you watching for last night?
Well, I just wanted to see Austin. To be honest with you,
that's exactly my point as well. I wanted to see what happens when Austin Reaves comes off the bench, takes off the shirt, still got on the headband, and gets out on the floor and see what he can do. And I got to say, you talk about the get ready crew. They got him ready.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't have to go out there and play 30 minutes or 35 minutes. He played, 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes, something like that. 21 minutes is what he played.
Yeah,
scored 15 points
in the 21 minutes.
Did he have 21? Was that
No, I'm sorry. He had
15 points.
15, sorry.
Yeah. So that's good. I mean, right? It's a great way to come back when you're playing against a G League team and you don't have to stress out your body or your mind really to win the game. And you just get out there and run a little bit, get a little extra. I mean, for Austin Reaves, that was the JCC league last night. You know, that was shirts and skins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there was no storyline to that game. There was nothing competitive. There was nothing entertaining. Right. It was, to your point, a preseason game.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
It was like the Washington Nationals against the Harlem Globetrotters. What everyone was saying on Twitter.
I played for the Washington Nationals once.
Did they only play each other? Was that their only opponent?
Washington
I think
Senators?
So.
Yeah, I thought it was the Generals, wasn't it?
The Generals.
Yeah,
the Generals. He called them the Nationals.
Oh, you know what I meant. You know
we
what
all,
I meant.
we
Same
all
thing.
got it wrong. It's okay.
Generals, Senators, Nationals.
I think the Senators were like the original
they were a
baseball team in Washington.
Yeah, before, right, yes.
But I did play one time in a game against the Harlem Globetrotters where they took me
didn't.
in. I swear to God. Where's your soundbite? Prove it. No, I did. I swear to you. I did. I played for the Washington Generals one time and against the Harlem Globetrotters, and they kept passing me the ball. They kept passing me the ball, and I kept missing shots. And then after the game, my kids were all like, "Dad, you sucked. What the hell?"
Wow.
They were like, "Dad,
Sorry,
like they were all like really excited. Like, my dad's on the floor against the Harlem Globetrotters, and like, Dad, you sucked." And then I told everybody after the game, I'm like, "Well, you know what they told me to do?" And they're like, "No, what?" And they said, "Just keep missing." And I was like, "So that's what I did. I just followed the instructions." But of course, that was a lie.
Right.
Because they didn't tell me that. I was desperately
just knew
trying.
you would.
Right.
Yeah.
I really, if I'm being completely honest about it, I kind of soiled my jockstrap, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like I was out there in front of all those people, and they passed me the ball, and I'm not a good basketball player to begin with, and I didn't practice.
Yeah.
And I just missed like little bunny layups too. Horrible. So
It's
I've been
okay,
there.
Cappy.
Yeah, it was like playing for the
Harlem
Nets last night.
Globetrotters are coming to town. Actually, interestingly enough, I saw that the other day. They're going to be playing Intuit on February 20th. So
Is that right?
So if you want to, Cap, if you wanted to get back out on the floor for a revenge match,
right? I need a date with redemption. You know, I mean, I got to have a second opportunity to take down the Globetrotters.
Sedano, have you ever taken Mateo to see the Globetrotters?
I have not.
It's actually a good experience for kids.
Yeah,
no, I bet. I just don't know if that's a day I can actually go.
They used to have it here at Cryptard. Now they moved into it.
Tickets are cheaper at Intuit. You can get it in for like $3.
And sit in the wall.
Yeah, you can sit in the wall. Just be sure you wear your Clippers gear on the wall.
Oh, no, but I have a game that night.
I
have Lakers Clippers at Crypto.
Oh, okay. So Lakers playing the Clippers at Crypto, and the Generals are playing against the Globetrotters at Intuit at the same time?
Correct.
Oy vey.
Yeah.
Who scheduled that? Jeez.
Right.
Yeah.
Cap, did they
So
play that
it's
song
rough
the
for the
whole time?
Globetrotters, yeah.
Did that song was like...
What is that?
Is that an attempt
that
at a
your
whistle?
Yeah, sorry, I can't whistle, I guess.
I can't whistle either. Can anybody here do the loud whistle like you do at a game or a concert?
I can, but I can't do it. It's too early to do it. Like, I can't get the...
Wait, you're in a 4-star hotel room, at least, right? 4 or 5.
Yes.
So wake them up. Tell them, listen, scumbags.
I'm
television George Sedano.
It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. Let it fly, George. Let us hear it. Let us hear your whistle.
I can't do it here. I just can't get the moisture on the
Go
bottom.
wet your lips. Go wet your lips in the bathroom and come back.
Dude, get some chapstick or something,
Spit on those lips.
Really, man. Lick them.
You got that.
Speaking of TVs, George Sedano, where's TV's Clinton Yates been?
There you go.
He's at the Super Bowl right now.
Yeah, can't
He's
he
right
call
behind
him?
me.
Yeah,
He's
go
right
tell
behind-
him when he gets off his show, I want him to sit down with you.
Okay, he's right behind me here in the ESPN network Airstream.
Yeah.
You know?
Where's he been?
Still whistling.
I don't know. I did see him from
He's
a
a teacher
distance
now.
this morning.
He's a teacher now, remember?
Professor
Yates.
Professor Yates.
He can't come by and say hi?
Well, he has to go teach class right after the show.
It's okay. We're fine. He has to go teach class. It's all right.
No, you say we're fine, but you leave a lot for that YouTube hour, and we could use the help, frankly.
Really?
Well, I'm saying in the YouTube hour. I'm not leaving today in the YouTube hour.
I understand, but you still do a lot, and then we're just floating by
He's
ourselves.
busy though.
we are?
Doesn't he doing his own show at this time?
Yeah, he is. That's what I'm saying. He's on the air right now, right behind me, right over my shoulder.
Whistle
By the
at
way, George, I just saw
Frank Caliendo again?
No. No, I didn't see Frank Caliendo again. I saw a friend of ours,
The ghost
George.
of Gil Brandt?
I did not see the ghost of Gil Brandt, although I do feel haunted by him early this morning here on Radio Row.
JT the Brick of Boston, did you see him?
I did not see
where's the
I
JT the
did
Brick
not
of
see-
Boston?
I did
Yeah.
not, but I
Haggis,
still...
or what
I
his name
still-
was?
Yeah, I still
Happis.
have that. Happis, yeah. Steve Dakota Happis.
I like haggis.
The JT the Brick of Boston. Yeah, and by the way, as they just showed me, I was holding up this piece of paper. On the back of the piece of paper, I had written notes. Julia or Massimo at Pazzia.
Pazzia.
Which is the restaurant that George suggested. And then
You didn't go yet?
I haven't gone yet.
Later in the week it's going to be harder to go.
Well, I just didn't
It's
get
a
there
small
yesterday.
place.
I didn't have a chance yesterday.
Did you go to the House of Prime Rib?
So that was my next note, House of Prime Rib. Here it is, and I haven't gone there yet either. I'm
So where
working
did
on
you
it.
go?
I went to a place yesterday. I got to think of the name of it, and we were looking for the best crab in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah,
They
you
do-
went to crab hunting.
Yeah, we saw
Crab
the
hunting.
social media video.
Crab hunting, yeah.
Browner walking around.
Yeah, Browner's
hunting
doing
for
his
crabs.
thing. That's right. And he got them. He got those crabs, boy. He got them. And they were delicious. I will say they were
Now, does he have to
great.
buy souvenirs for all 6 of his kids? Or
5 kids.
Oh,
Five
okay.
kids. Don't forget 5 kids. Yeah. I don't know if he's going to do that or not, but I have every year I've been to the Super Bowl. I've always bought those little mini collectible helmets, but they're
Yeah.
so expensive, and then they're like in a bin in a garage somewhere. So why do I still buy those things? I don't. So
Should I
think
wear for our Sunday at Yamava
Yeah,
to watch
tell
the
me.
big game? Should I wear Super Bowl gear? Like,
Sure.
can you get me something?
Sure. What would you like?
I don't know, but it's going to be hot Sunday, right?
Yeah. I
So a
think
hoodie's not a good idea.
How about board shorts that say Super Bowl 60 all over?
I'm not wearing board
If you go in
Why
the pool
not?
again, you should wear the board shorts.
Yeah. Next time, don't jump in with all your clothes.
By the way, Windy looks great on TV. He's got a nice suit. He has a nice tie that matches
Yeah, but
his pink
Wendy's
shirt.
not at the Super Bowl though.
No,
he's coming here.
Yeah,
He's gonna
Right,
be
that's
in
what
the
I'm
studio.
saying. But we were talking earlier about the people at the Super Bowl that looked tan or whatever.
No, I'm just saying he's on TV and he looks great.
Bergman was making another point.
It's also that he's going to come by here
In
about
15 minutes from right now.
Yeah.
Early
all
this
right,
morning
so
with Windy.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
All right, let's do. Let me tell you about our friends at Daisy Dips real quick, and then we can talk a little bit about what Windy's talking about all morning, which is the James Harden trade has become official, and he is now going to Cleveland, and Darius Garland is coming to the Clippers. And I actually think it could work out potentially for both. More so for the Cavs early on, but I think long-term it can work out for the Clippers. But real quick, as we get closer to the big game that we've been discussing, one thing everybody starts thinking about is the food, whether you're hosting, heading to a party, or just watching at home. The snacks absolutely matter, guys, all right? So one thing I always make sure is on the table is Daisy Dips. Daisy makes a French onion dip that just flat out delivers. It's rich, it's creamy, it tastes great, and the same thing with their Daisy Ranch dip. These are dips people are just going back for over and over and over again at your party. And what I love about Daisy is how simple it is. It's made with real ingredients that you actually recognize, stuff you can find in your kitchen. No preservatives, no artificial ingredients. Just real, great-tasting dip. I'm eating Daisy Dips with everything, the chips, the wings, the veggies, etc. Honestly, whatever is in front of me on game day, okay? So as you get ready for the big game, make sure Daisy French Onion or Daisy Ranch is part of your game plan.
7:15, we are 15 minutes through the show. You know what you could have done in those 15 minutes? Gone and seen our friends at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a location near you. They could wet your lips there, Sedano, if you want to whistle.
Yeah, wet them.
I already whistled. There I am. See?
So just so you guys know, I can't whistle, especially the loud whistle. But whenever I go to a concert or a game and I'm with Rubber or Rachel, she's the loudest whistler you've ever heard.
Oh, that's
the
awesome.
Loudest, like the kind of like break your eardrums, like right next to you kind of whistler. And so what I do is I go like this. I put my fingers in my mouth as if I'm going to whistle, and that's her cue to whistle as loud as she can, so that makes me look manly, that I can whistle like that. But really, I can't, and I'm not
why
very
can't you
manly.
just do what I did?
Which is what?
What I just did.
I can't do it. I don't know why. I can't. I've never been able to do it. And some people can, some people can't, right? Yeah, I can't do that.
What was that? Like you blew a fuse.
I'm working on it. I saw what George did. All he did was he kind of curled up his lips and he went.
That's fantastic.
Isn't that the noise you just made?
That was definitely not the noise I made.
Let me watch you do it one more time. Show me one more time.
on.
Then I'm gonna get it. Then we'll get to
Wet
James
the lips.
Harden. All right, wet the lips. Here he goes. He's wetting the lips. He took a bottle of water. See, I can't.
That was good.
That was really good. You don't even use your fingers. You don't
No,
even
I
use
don't need
it.
my fingers.
Here's me. I try and I go.
That's going to be a drop.
Quack, quack. Quack, quack. Thank you. All right, so real quick.
What? Tell me.
So James Harden. I actually think this is a great move for both franchises, one short-term, one long-term. Darius Garland, let's start with the Clippers. Only 26 years old. Granted, he's hurt a lot. But, I mean, kind of par of the course, I guess. But his upside is still really, really high. Now, Cappy, his injury on his left toe, which is something he's been battling through all season because you have to fight through it. We talked to Dr. Clapper about this at one point. Is turf toe. And, you are more familiar with that in a football term. But it is an injury that can really, hurt anyone in any sport. And, turf toe doesn't do it justice, like the name of it, because it just sounds like, oh, turf toe, how bad can that be? I mean, it's debilitating. Guys have literally lost their careers over turf toe. So, but the only way to get through it is after the surgery is play through it. So, it's just an adjustment period this year for the kid. Then he hurt his other foot. I don't believe the other one has turf toe, but he had another foot injury on the right foot. So the poor kid's in shambles at the moment. But he can shoot the hell out of the ball.
But I just want to make sure the point is that the surgery that he had
was on the left foot.
Okay, so that was what kept him out at the beginning of the season.
Correct. And then he hurt his right foot in a game we did in Philly.
Okay, so the first foot hurt, injured, surgery, missed time, beginning of the season, come back, play, and then hurt the other foot.
Correct.
Okay, got it. I just want to make sure that these injuries were on separate feet.
Correct.
Know if we were talking about the
Not
same
the
injury
same,
on
right?
the same
He didn't
foot.
hurt the foot that was already the turf toe foot.
Okay.
But basically, the way it was described to us, and Dr. Clapper also agreed because I asked him about it one of the days that he was on, was that you got to play through it. Like, there's no – once you've had the surgery, like, you just got to break through the scar tissue. You got to do all that stuff. But this kid can flat out score. It's not very good defensively, but I don't think that's the Clippers' issue, to be honest with you. They just need another guy that could be ignitable on offense. And, in theory, he's as ignitable at this stage, if not more, potentially, than James Harden is. And with Cleveland, they actually could use a guy like Harden because he's got more experience than Garland, and he's actually on the floor more than Garland, and will be certainly at this point in the season. So I actually look at the guys who will benefit the most. I don't know how this will work with Donovan because that means he's going to have the ball less in his hands. But I'll tell you this, if you're Evan Mobley when he gets back, if you're Jared Allen, if you're any of the big guys for the Cavs, I mean, you want to talk about one of the greatest guards to help a big man be a vertical spacer in the history of the sport. I mean, James Harden is absolutely on the short list of that. So I actually think it will help the Cavs offense be even better. And once they get healthy and they get guys like Max Strus back and be able to open up the floor a little more, they're going to be really dangerous. Like, if they are healthy, honestly, as currently constituted, we'll see what happens after the trade deadline. Like today, on February, whatever the hell day it is today, February 4th?
The 4th, yeah.
Yeah, I think the Cavs, if you tell me they're going to be healthy come playoff time and they're going to be good to go, I would pick the Cavs to come out of the East right now, today, on February 4th.
You know what would be really interesting is if the Cavs do what you're suggesting they could potentially do. By the way, I don't necessarily – I told you guys this yesterday. I don't see Harden as a championship caliber player. I see Harden as a great individual scorer, and I don't see him as a guy that makes everybody become champions. But maybe
they don't need that. They don't need that.
Well, maybe, but maybe he'll prove me wrong. Maybe he'll become part of a championship caliber team. So maybe he'll prove me wrong. Great. But let's just say hypothetically. Just play with me here for a second.
Okay, how about you set up the hypothetical for the next segment? Go ahead.
Okay,
I'm
going to write this down. You ready?
Yeah.
What happens to LeBron if Cleveland ...
Okay, we can get into that on the other side.
I don't
think Sedano was thrilled with that tease.
I better write that down.
He didn't think it was very crisp.
You didn't like that? You didn't think it was crispy?
No, I thought it was fine.
And by the way, you're teasing Windy's coming in here at 7:30. So you only.
But we can ask Windy the same question.
Yeah, he ain't going to be thrilled with it either.
Why? What's wrong with it?
I just didn't think it was crisp.
Well, what kind of crispiness would you like? You want just tell me what sort of crispiness we're looking for.
I think it should be crispier. If
Crispier?
You're gonna
you want chippy crispy, or you want celery crispy? What kind of crispy are we talking about here?
Saying.
I mean, the type of thing you put in a daisy dip.
Why is that not potted up louder? Why is that so low?
Because it comes in super hot. I was just trying to write it.
Yeah, well, guess what? It sounded bad. 7:22. Why can't we just clone Bergman and I? We need 6 sets of us, and then we'll be fine. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a windy Wednesday.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
See how that was crisp and nice? Windy's in here in that beautiful suit, or unless he takes off the tie. He's going to join us at 7:30. We'll pay off Cappy's tease, and we'll have fun and frivolity. Wake up, you. No? How about Mogwais, huh? How about morning Mogwais? There you go. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a windy Wednesday, Jack.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
And now for a limited time, get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on the Hyundai Tucson. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end March 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Hey, Laker fans, are you juggling work and family? Chasing big goals while keeping everything else on track? You're in Ander, and National University gets it. That's why they have flexible online courses, career-focused programs, and real support for busy students who do it all. Whether you're building a career, raising a family, or going after your next big win, NU helps you crush your end game and your end game. Make your move at nu.edu.
Buenos dias.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is giving away a Mercedes every Thursday in February. Club Serrano members play all month long to earn entries for your chance to win this powerful and luxurious full-size German SUV. Join for free today and don't miss your opportunity to drive off in a brand new Mercedes. It's all happening at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of Los Angeles is offering 25% off windows and doors and 0% APR for 24 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends February 28th, 2026.
the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on the road to the Lombardi Trophy, powered by Yamava Resort and Casino. You in?
7:25. Cappy, you know who's singing here?
Let me hear this. I actually do not.
Yeah. Happy 53rd birthday to Oscar de la Hoya.
Really?
Wow. Came out with this in 2000. And back then, there was a thing called Radio and Records, the big R&R convention. And I remember he got on stage and sang in front of all of us, and we were like, what is going on?
No way.
That pre or post lingerie.
He might have been wearing it at the time.
Oh, my.
Wow.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
Yeah, Windy's going to be in here in 5 minutes.
Nice. Let me hear a little of this.
Here we go. In the same neighborhood as your question, Greg, today is National Stuffed Mushroom Day. Oh, should I do a quack quack after that?
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah. Stuffed Mushroom Day, huh?
Yeah, you should ask people on Radio Row today. Hey, you guys
Hey.
like stuffed mushrooms? It's National Stuffed Mushroom Day.
Yeah.
Jack.
Happy Stuffed Mushroom Day to you. How are you? Nice to see you. How's it going? All right. How many years is this for you on radio?
Oh, this is
Okay,
when Demo is
congratulations.
really throwing down now.
I mean, listen, everybody's had an attempt at singing, right? You know, Oscar did, Kobe did.
Kobe, yeah.
Hey, you got to try everything once.
You know, Shaq certainly has done it multiple times.
Well,
Eddie
Shaq
Murphy.
Shaq was good.
Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy had a hit record.
Yeah, he had a number
Eddie
one
Murphy
song.
did have a hit record.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy was really good.
I mean, Kobe and Oscar, you know, were fantastic at what they did, but the singing part, you know, didn't work out so great.
I have to go back and listen to Kobe. I don't even remember.
The rap was not great.
Yeah, but when Kobe rapped, it didn't make you feel warm all over. This makes you feel warm everywhere.
Right. This feels like Oscar was trying to go for like an Enrique Iglesias vibe.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out.
You think Oscar was jealous of like Manny Pacquiao and his post-fight concerts that he would put on and sing karaoke to? And that's why Oscar decided he wanted to get in on it?
You know, when you become so big, you got a lot of people in your ears telling you can do a lot of things, you know?
When are you
And
going to put out an
sometimes
album?
you swing and miss. What's that?
I said, when are you going to put out an album?
Not me, brother.
No, you're not going to do it, huh?
No.
All right.
We should do one, Cappy, as like a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now
You should do a Christmas album.
Yeah.
Cappy sings the Christmas.
Cappy and the Singing Schwanzes.
Cappy does Christmas.
Oh,
I do like that idea. Cappy and the Schwanzes is very good. I do like that.
But you need to wear that cream-colored suit and the white shirt underneath it.
That Oscar has on in the video.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right, I would do that.
The cover could be you with the shirt you're wearing right now. Look
Yeah.
at you.
Look at him.
You should look at you. Look,
So,
Looking sexy.
Cappy,
Looking hot.
Before Wendy comes
one
on,
more button.
Yeah.
You
want
asked
me, you want me to unbutton one more for you, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Jeez. I think I'm looking pretty solid, as a matter of fact.
All right, sorry. Go ahead, Sedano.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. Cappy, before Wendy gets in here, you asked me, what happens if LeBron wants to go to Cleveland, ... now that
Yeah.
James Harden's there?
Right. So
I don't think much has changed because I don't think James Harden's doing more than a 2-year deal, which is what Darius Garland had left after this year.
No, but here's
So-
my question. That wasn't the question. The question was going to be this. You ready?
Yeah.
What happens if the Cleveland Cavaliers, as you said, they could be really, really good? They get all their guys back. They might become a favorite to come out of the East. Right. Hypothetical. Let's say Cleveland wins the championship this year with James Harden.
Right.
Then next year, LeBron wants to go home. But now if you're Cleveland, you're like, do we really need LeBron? We just won the championship. I mean, part of LeBron next year with Cleveland, at least the dream that everybody has is he gets to go on this victory tour and play with his hometown team, his original team, for the third time, and he gets to have this one last year in Cleveland. But if they were to win the championship this year, and this is all hypothetical,
right,
would they then want LeBron next year?
I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. Like, I don't know the hypothetical. I thought your question was going to be, can they do it, financially? They'd still have to make moves unless LeBron was going to take the minimum, because I would imagine that James's new contract, I'm assuming he's going to new contract with the Cavs, will look similarly to what Garland's is currently, maybe a little less than what Garland's is at the moment. So, but not substantially less, maybe a tiny bit, but I would guess similarly. But
See, you tried to read my mind. You thought you knew what I was going to say, but I'm unpredictable like that.
I mean,
George.
I don't know. I don't expect Cleveland to win the championship. I think they can come out of the East. I just don't think they're better than any of the teams in the West.
Mm-hmm.
But in your scenario in a series, hell, I don't think anyone thought Indiana was going 7 games last year. So, I mean, I guess it's possible. That would be a good one. I don't know. It would be an interesting conundrum because LeBron, the plan in theory, right, in that scenario that you painted would be, the victory tour at home, one last hurrah on his original team back in the area he grew up in. But if they're coming off a championship, that changes things for sure. I don't know what the calculus would be there. Maybe Windhorst would know better in your hypothetical. I don't know if we should pelt him with that right out of the gate.
No, I don't think I don't think he needs to be pelted right out of the gate. But on the other hand, Christopher, I want you to know something. That was a not as crispy tease and maybe like a little bit of a soggy tease, but that turned into a good answer.
It did. Listen, it turned out to be good content. Real quick, let me tell you this.
Go ahead.
ESPN LA and Hendricks Gin are taking over Rocket Brew's El Segundo tomorrow, February 5th, for the Super Week Trade Deadline Party. Join Mason, Andy Kamenetsky, O'Shea Jackson Jr., Gregory Arthur Bergman, myself, DeMarco, Travis, the whole Mishpuka. We're going to broadcast live from noon to 5:30 p.m. Become an NBA Ginsider. Follow every Lakers move live and win Lakers tickets. It's all happening tomorrow at Rocket Brews in El Segundo, thanks to Hendricks Gin, the official gin partner of the Los Angeles Rams.
Maybe I'll stop by.
Yeah, we'll see you there. Maybe Sedano will be there.
Because I'm going to be at my home away from home just before that. So on the way home, from my home away from home, maybe I'll stop by Rocket Brews.
I'll buy you dinner, and you could whistle for the crowd.
Nice.
Meanwhile, you know what day it is.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
And he joins us in studio. Looking beautiful. He kept the tie on.
Yeah, looking good.
The one and only Brian Windhorst on a Windy Wednesday.
Oh, Windy, I love the pink shirt. I like the pink and blue tie. I love the jacket. You're looking good. Hair's looking great.
The truth is, Stephen A., I was on First Take, and Stephen A. demands a tie, although Mad Dog is not wearing one. I guess he's absolved from that. But if you do, so what I would normally do is, tonight I have countdown, so, sort of get up is tieless. You can go, George knows this, tieless. You can go tieless for NBA Today. Countdown, you need a tie. Countdown and First Take, you need a tie. And so 2 out of 4, I got to go tie all day. I don't know what the rule is here. I got to go tie.
We wear pajamas here. Let's be serious.
Yeah, honestly, you can wear whatever the hell you want here.
Right.
Now, I will ask you this. I don't think Perk wears a tie on First Take. So is he also absolved from this? Perk and Mad Dog are the only two absolved from this?
But I'm telling you, if you don't wear one, you can get away with it, but you're going to face Stephen A.'s wrath. Like, he may not always do it on the air, but you're going to hear about it. So I guess, you're not going to be arrested, but you're going to face the wrath. So
How so? What does he do? Does he come out?
Let me tell you something,
the
Brian
show?
Windhorst.
Yes,
Why are you not wearing a tie?
You. That's right. He's going to belittle you. He
is.
evaluates everybody's clothing,
Right.
whether it's off the air or on. And listen, I like being invited onto the private jet, so I want to stay on Stephen A.'s
on the good side.
Right. Do you go same suit for countdown tonight, or are you going to change?
That's none of your business. I mean, listen, I'm here for 12 days. How many suits do you think I got with me, Lindsay?
I mean, you probably have a lot. And then my next question was, do you have a stylist? Because I feel like you jazzed it up.
Thank you very much.
Since she started on countdown.
Thank you very much. No, I do not.
There's nobody who does your clothes for you on ESPN. You do your own clothing.
Nobody does.
I feel like I'm being made fun of.
No, I'm being
there's a
serious.
Joke here.
No, not
you
at all.
have very nice suits. We were saying, like, the blue brings out the tie, and it brings out the blue in your eyes, and the pink looks nice.
Thank you kindly. I will say to you that I brought, because I'm out here for 12 days, and so I think there's 4 or 5 countdowns in that stretch. We got them Saturday, and Sunday. Charles, he's not working overtime. So I brought some new suits out here, but I made the mistake. I didn't get the pants hemmed. So
no,
I had to go to the fashion district in downtown LA yesterday.
Oh, that's fun. I wanted to go there.
And I've met my new friend Miguel.
Okay,
and Miguel will have all of my suit pants tailored by this afternoon.
Hey.
It could have gotten to me yesterday, but today was fine.
Yeah.
And does Stephen A. say things like, Brian Windhorst, that brother's he's well-dressed. He's a well-dressed brother.
I don't get well-dressed. I'll get like a passing grade,
Brian Windhorst.
You looking sharp, Windy. You looking sharp.
That brother can dress. That brother got good ties.
No one has ever said those words.
Really? That's too bad.
But I pass muster. You get looked over and like, okay, well, you can go on the air. Or you take flack either on the air or off the air. There was one time where he went on to me. He got on me on the air, and I was fortunately at home in my home studio.
Yeah.
And in the break, I went upstairs to my closet and got a tie and put it on. So there, I am not afraid to admit that Stephen A. can intimidate me.
Well,
you have to wear a
listen,
tie on the private jet?
Athleisure is permitted on the private jet.
Okay. That
but,
brother
but
can
if,
show
but
up
if
in a
Mr.
sweatsuit.
Smith, when I'm on the jet, it's Mr. Smith.
Come on.
And by the way, Stephen A. Chick-fil-A on the private jet.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
Chick-fil-A.
You
What,
know?
nuggets or just sandwiches? Like, do we talk
The whole menu.
the whole menu? Really?
Yes.
So a crispy chicken deluxe is also there with the pepper jack cheese and the lettuce and tomato and the whole thing?
When he kindly offers,
Yeah.
I show up early
Mhm.
and I don't complain about anything. And I will wear whatever is requested.
Each of the
have to show
sauces,
up
they got
early.
all the different sauces on there, or is it just
Yeah, the
There's
Chick-fil-A
a
sauce?
smorgasbord.
Wait, what
really?
about the cheese sauce? Because you know that they don't have that's not a thing out here. It's only a Midwest thing. The cheese sauce that you dip your wafer fries in.
Well, we were in the Midwest.
So you had them. You had the cheese sauce?
I'm a ketchup person.
Oh, okay.
And that makes me feel sound like a child. But I know all these people, you go over here to Yard House.
Mhm.
I've eaten 1 or 150 meals at Yard House here
Yeah.
at LA Live.
Right.
You order chicken and they bring you 11 sauces, and I take the Heinz. I feel like I'm like a 7-year-old.
And by the way, Heinz is the right brand of ketchup. I mean, just so you know.
The only
there's-
brand.
Well, right, because, I mean, if there's any Pittsburgh in your DNA, and I know there is in yours, Heinz is the only ketchup there is. By the way, you should be going to the Lazy Dog rather than the Yard House, because we got all our friends at the Dog.
Okay,
downstairs.
I'll go to the Dog.
All right.
I'll
we'll
go
take you to
but
the
I'm
Dog.
also just getting ketchup there.
Okay.
They don't have goat cheese except on Thursdays.
Depends on the day, yeah.
It really does depend on the day.
Right.
Yeah.
That brother's going to go to the Dog.
So-
that brother's not getting a yard at the Yard House.
Do one last thing on ties. Richard Jefferson, if he didn't have to wear a tie, would never wear a tie, but then we'd also see his
Or
belly
socks.
button on the air. Yes, or a sock. We
Mm-hmm.
would see his belly button on the air because he would rather be shirtless if he could.
Well, if we had that
Yeah,
body, we'd all be shirtless.
how does Breen react when Richard starts buttoning buttons? That's
Oh, I think Mike is really entertained by Richard. Like that has become my favorite new buddy cop movie is Richard and Mike. It has become very, very interesting, and I've done a lot of the games with them thus far. I'm doing one tonight, and their relationship is pretty hilarious. So,
interesting.
yeah, even Cappy was noticing the other day on the air. They were cropping each other out of the shots.
Oh, it was hilarious.
It was they were having some fun.
By the way,
on there.
Richard had on, just so you know, Wendy, if you ever want to steal from somebody else, he had on this really, really nice, Burberry colored or thing tie, with the tan and the white and the black and the checkers and everything. That's a good look. You should check that out.
All right.
You should,
Richard and I often wear similar clothes. So maybe we can share.
So, all right, let's talk about what went down yesterday. Give me the pros and cons for both sides, Garland and Harden.
So look, as soon as the Clippers signed this contract with Harden, this is a strange contract, guys. So, all right, you've heard of a player option. You've heard of a team option. Have you heard of a player option / team option? So he signs this contract. He's guaranteed for $39 million this year. They rewarded him for playing well last year. Next year is $42 million. When it's announced, it's 2 years, 80. Boy, that sounds great. But when you dig into it, his player option was only worth $13 million. He picked that up. He's only guaranteed $13 million. The team has the choice of whether or not to make it $42 million. So we're going through the season. The Clippers are playing very well. Obviously, the start of the season was a disaster, but the last 6 weeks have been excellent. They're 16-4. I don't exactly know when the conversation started. At one point, they were 17-4 in that stretch. And James the deadline's coming up, and James's leverage is dwindling. And so there's a conversation. Now, he says to Ramona Shelburne, I didn't ask for a trade. I'm not in position to say that that's not true. I will just say that I question whether that is creative storytelling, but I can't say it's not true. And James has leverage, okay? And so the Clippers, whatever the Clippers said, and I don't want to make an assumption, James didn't like it. And I know he didn't like it because he took himself out of the game, and he sat out 2 games. And he sat out 2 games and he got himself traded. And, the Clippers were fortunate that there was a team that could have something to offer them that was a clean trade. They didn't have to make a 4-team trade, didn't have to throw in any draft picks or whatever. But James had leverage in that trade because he had a veto power in his trade, and he had a trade kicker. And if he didn't waive his trade kicker, a trade bonus, the trade would not be allowed. So the Cavs, I do not know. I will find out eventually. The world will find out eventually what the Cavs promised him. But he had to check 2 boxes to allow this trade to go through, and he did. And he left his hometown team that was one of the hottest teams, if not the hottest team in the league, to go to Cleveland, where I'm from, but I don't see people from Los Angeles playing on contracts in their hometown team opting to go to Cleveland very often. So I can't testify in court that it was 100% about the money, but the indications are that it was very, very likely about the money. And so James goes to Cleveland, and on the broader scale, so basically from the Cavs were looking at their world as a 5-year window. They had what they called their core 4. And I'm going to bring this to the Lakers in just a second. This is not a Cavs discussion. Just bear with me. The Cavs believed this core 4 was a 5 or 6 year window. They signed them all up. They were all in their 20s. Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen, Evan Mobley was Defensive Player of the Year last year, Darius Garland. Well, it wasn't working. They had a couple of early crash outs in the playoffs. This year was going very poorly. Darius Garland was having all kinds of injury problems. And so they made a big decision to crack the core 4, and no longer a 5-year plan. It is now basically a 2-year plan. You have this year and next year with Harden. You have only Donovan Mitchell's only guaranteed through next year. Now this summer, if the Cavs have a great end of the season, maybe both will extend, but they are basically looking at a 2-year window. So they've got Jared Allen as their center. He's been an all-star. They've got Evan Mobley as their power forward. He's been an all-star. They have got a future Hall of Famer in James Harden as their point guard. They've got a likely future Hall of Famer in Donovan Mitchell as their 2 guard. Their small forward position is open and not settled. And we will see how the rest of the season goes out. We will see how the summer goes out. But I think you are aware that there is a small forward who will be a free agent who has ties to Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, go ahead, Cappy, ask him the question.
Well, I mean, that's what I was asking George before you came in, Windy, is with Harden going to Cleveland, if Cleveland, and just play hypothetical with me for a second, if Cleveland won a championship this year, and it's a big if, I don't believe Harden's a championship player, but that's aside for a second. If Cleveland won a championship because of this move, would they even really have interest in LeBron next year?
Gigantic ifs in there, Cappy. I mean, there's just gigantic ifs.
Mm-hmm.
It's been my experience, having seen many LeBron free agencies.
Mm-hmm.
The Cavs have been badly interested in LeBron in every one of his free agencies, and once they got the nod, and twice they didn't. And so, but really, the thing with LeBron's future is the number one thing is where is his body and mind. Maybe he knows, maybe he doesn't know, but that's the number one thing. Where's his body and mind? And the one thing that is going to be complicated for the Lakers, they're going to need a body and mind answer by mid-June. I don't know if LeBron's going to be there, but at some point there's going to be a body and mind question. Are you going to play next year? Okay, let's say that's a yes. Now we come to the contract. I just don't think he can play at $50 million for the Lakers next year. He just can't. Their team is not allocated correctly. They cannot withstand that. They have got to change his compensation if he stays here. I think there's a pathway for him to stay here where he could make good, meaningful money, and they could build up the roster, and they do it. And so is there a number? What is that number? I don't know. I don't think LeBron knows. I don't think the Lakers know. But if you come to an understanding that you're willing to take less money, then there's that conversation. If it's not L.A., if there's not a place where he fits either within the roster or within in the salary structure, and now we've now gone through 2 giant ifs: if he's going to play and if he doesn't fit in L.A., and he wants to consider free agency elsewhere, and that he would take significantly less money. Then you bring in other places, and then you have that discussion that involves Cleveland. So on one hand, I think it's responsible to look at that and say it's possible, but I really want the conversation to be properly framed. And I know that it will probably not get properly framed, that it will get aggregated and the framing will be exploded. But, there is a window where that could happen. But there's also significantly a window for him to remain as a Laker, and there's a window for him to retire, obviously.
Yeah. All right. So let's dive a little deeper into some of that stuff because this is a very nuanced conversation. So we'll get into that. But, Cappy, let's talk about our friends at Prize Picks real quick. The big game is almost here. No better way to cash in during America's biggest sporting event than Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the promo code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y. Your first $5 lineup gets your $50 lineup bonus. It's very simple to play Prize Picks. Whether it's football, let's look at quarterbacks. It could be passing yards. It could be touchdowns. You go more. You go less. Basketball points, rebounds, assists, or a combination thereof. You go more. You go less. You bundle a couple together. You can win cold, hard cash.
But the key this week is this. As George just mentioned, this is it. This is the big game. This is the last football game of the season. So this is our last chance to dance when it comes to football. And the most important thing I can tell everybody out there who has already downloaded the Prize Picks app or who is planning to download the Prize Picks app, when you open the Prize Picks app, you're going to find a max discount for the big game. It's live right now inside the Prize Picks app. All Drake May needs to do, George, is pass for more than half a yard. Now, do you think that Drake May, injured shoulder conversation aside, do you suppose Drake May is going to pass for more than 1 yard in the big game?
I believe so, Cappy.
Okay.
I feel confident in that one.
Well, if you feel confident, then you take the max discount, and now you're halfway home to a win. So, again, for everybody, download the Prize Picks app, use the code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y, make your first $5 lineup, get $50 in lineups, and make sure you play the Drake May max discount, Georgie.
All right, there it is. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the promo code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Thank you, Sedano and Kap. 746. And you know it is a windy Wednesday on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
Exactly right. More windy in 3 minutes from right now.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
And straight to the championship with a brand new truck from Northridge and Wonders Toyota. Lease a brand new 2025 Tacoma for just $84 a month for 36 months plus tax, only from Northridge and Wonders Toyota. You got a trade-in? Your ride could be worth more than you think. So get in the game with Northridge and Wonders Toyota. They make it easy.
Tacoma model 7162G, VIN number 3TYJDAHN 1ST037657. Base excludes tax, title, license, registration fees, dealer options, and charges. $59.95 due at signing. $84 per month. Offer expires 1/31/2026.
Fin de semana más romántico del año. Con la banda más romántica de todos los tiempos. MS llega a Los Ángeles con nueva fecha, 14 de febrero 2026. Viernes 13 y sábado 14 de febrero. Crypto.com Arena. Boletos en axs.com.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes! Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
748, good morning. Super Sunday is at Yamava, and it just got even bigger. Join us on the pool deck for the big game watch party. We're going to have big deck energy, and you'll get the chance to meet two-time Super Bowl champion Jim McMahon. Doors open at 1 p.m. and kickoff is at 3:30, so arrive early and don't miss your opportunity to meet Jim McMahon before the game. Super Sunday pool deck vibes and an unforgettable game day experience at Yamava Resort and Casino. Secure your spot at ESPNLA.com. You win. We're back with Windy in 90 seconds.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Valentine's Day is near. Or is that a meat lover's pie from Good Times Pizza Company I smell? I'm in love. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Did I mention Valentine's Day and the dining? Book your romantic dinner at Cielo today.
Number 2.
Rick Ross, live, March 20th.
And the number 1 reason.
The Big Game Blitz, the biggest indoor tailgate in SoCal. Food, drinks, giveaways, the big game on big screens in our ballroom.
Morongo, good times.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on the road to the Lombardi Trophy. Powered by Yamava Resort and Casino. You in?
7:50, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a windy Wednesday. Cappy, put on those dance moves for Radio Row, please. Because on this day in 1978, the number 1 hit, Bee Gees, off that Saturday Night Fever album, Staying Alive.
Oh, yeah.
We were born I was born at the wrong time.
Me too. I would have been such a disco queen at Studio 54.
You and I in the 70s with leisure suits and
chains
and sideburns.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You guys would have looked good.
And Windy, I would have been upstairs at Studio 54. Guys, girls, I wouldn't have cared. Whatever. Let's just have fun.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little experimentation.
Whatever.
Especially back then. Hey, by the way, we're all complimenting Windy's suit today and his tie because that brother got nice ties. Christopher Arthur Morales, I'll have you know that one of your BFFs just showed up here on Radio Row right behind me and wanted to jump in.
Who is it?
And that is one Mr. Evan Cohen, who you might see walking behind me, looking very sharp today in a really nice suit with a black T-shirt, looking good, and says that he's pissed off because he just got blown off by a radio station in Champaign, Illinois.
He's with Jeff Martindale.
Yeah,
Tell
and
Jeff Martindale. Just turn around and yell,
Nope.
Jeff Martindale. Turn around.
Sir. No, sir. You know why? Because
Why?
Jeff Martindale was already here, and you know what he told me to tell you?
What?
I told him, he goes, where's Sedano? I go, Sedano says that Radio Row's the saddest place on the planet. He goes, you tell Sedano. I said, go F him. F Sedano.
There he is. There's Jeff
There he
Martindale.
is. You tell him yourself, Jeff.
Sedano, what's wrong with you? We're not friends
Well,
anymore.
that's a loaded question.
It is a
Gotta be
loaded
honest with
question.
you. Jeff Martindale, who runs all affiliates on audio and beyond, actually now for the Walt Disney Company, has been was the pioneer of making ESPN Radio the powerhouse that it was many years ago.
He
Still
sure
on
is.
still running the ship, basically, even though he's got TV responsibilities now.
Sedano says you're the pioneer of all the ESPN audio, and now Jeff's throwing his hands up in the air like, what the hell's he talking about? Pioneer. Wait a second. Wait,
he puts all these shows on.
Here he comes
on these stations.
There he is. Oh, look
There
at
he's
him.
the
Look at him.
pioneer.
Hey,
Look at
the
that.
pioneer.
Martindale.
Pioneer movement.
Yeah.
Let's do it together. Yeah. Pioneer movement. No, he's not going to do it.
All right, let's get back to Windy. No offense to Martindale.
No, we love Martindale.
So Windy Wednesday here. All right, Windhorst, let's talk about the LeBron thing we were just talking about. We got a couple minutes here before the top of the hour, and then I want to get into the deadline, Giannis, all that stuff here at the top of the hour. So obviously there's a lot of potential avenues that LeBron can go down here. Do you believe – and God, I hate doing this to you because I know it's going to come across as you're going to get aggregated on this, but so I'm going to try my best. Do you believe you said retirement is on the table? A lesser contract is on the table. He has wanted to maximize, though, his entire career. Basically, post-Miami, he has wanted to maximize every dollar. Do you believe that in what could potentially be his final year, if he does play, that would be something he would look to do again, like he did in Miami, take a discount to allow the team to have, whatever team he's on, to have the best chance to win a championship?
So there's nuance here because you're asking a yes or no question, but there's nuance. How much of a discount? He's making $50 million this year. He's worth $50 million, by the way.
Yes.
He's just, with the Lakers have Luka making $50 million. Luka's worth way more than that. That's the most we're allowed to pay him. They have Austin Reaves, who is going to be making, right now he makes like, 13, 14 million? Mm-hmm. He's going to get a massive raise, and he's going to be worth it because he's going to have offers for probably over 40 million elsewhere. And you just cannot have 3 perimeter players who are not strong defenders, who are all ball handlers, making that much money on a roster in 2026. You just can't. It's not even controversial. They just can't do it. So the question is, how much? Is it 30 million? Is it $20 million? Is it $10 million? I don't know. Twice, in his career, Dirk Nowitzki took huge pay cuts. One time he took a 60% pay cut. One time he took an 80% pay cut to stay with the Mavericks. Were those good decisions? The Mavericks did not win. Were those good decisions? Does Dirk wish he just would have taken the money? I don't know. You have to ask him. But it depends. Because, by the way, the Cavs can't pay him $30.
Right.
So there are various ways for them to generate money to pay him. But, this is a thing. This is a real question. And so you're asking me if I'm saying this knowing LeBron would be willing to take less. Yes. I've obviously raised that. And I think he's open to it. But, again, how much less? These are questions that are not going to have answers until later on.
I would hope, but I don't know that this is reality, that LeBron would say, hey, look, I've made a fortune. I'm a billionaire. $10 million a year. Yeah, it's maybe insulting if you're just looking at it from who makes what on my team. But on the other hand, the question is, do you want to win? And if you do, can the difference between $50 million and $10 million, can that $40 million be used? Wendy, I'm asking you, can it be used to create a championship team?
Well, this is why it's nuanced. Who's he taking the pay cut for?
Right.
Well, play it out with the Lakers.
Well, I mean, hypothetically, let's say Giannis doesn't get traded, and the Lakers in the summer can come to market with all this cap space and 3 first-round picks instead of 1, and they could get Giannis. Is he taking less money to fit Giannis on the payroll? That's an interesting one. Is he taking less money so that the Lakers can give DeAndre Ayton a brand new contract? That's a different conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
answer no.
It depends.
George is making a face. George's face says no, but he's not saying I'll say it. He ain't taking a pay cut for DeAndre Ayton.
Are they giving Rui Hachimura 3 years and $75 million? And
no.
So as I'm saying, it just depends. I know that's an unsatisfying answer.
No, but that's a fair answer.
That's the real answer.
Yeah. All right. Here's what we do. Let's step aside now so we can do the top of the hour right. We can keep going?
Yeah, top of the hour.
Well,
you can go
Chris,
over the top of the hour.
Chris
just walked out and said, you guys can keep
How about
going.
this? Let's just break and let's do the top of the hour the normal way.
Integrity.
Okay? Yes, let's do that the normal way. And then
What a
after that,
professional. My
we
God.
can just
Producing
really
on the
get
fly.
dig into stuff for 20-something minutes with Wendy. Okay, down the stretch. All right, so let's step aside. We're going to do hardcore trade deadline talk. Lakers, Clippers, Giannis, everybody, John Morant, all these different guys, where they could potentially be, these teams, how they can be maneuvering at the moment, what the likelihood of these situations all are. We'll get into all that. What could happen if Giannis doesn't get traded now, as Wendy alluded to? What does the summer look like? How do the Lakers get involved? All that stuff with more detail on the other side. Stick around, 710 ESPN. But first, Cappy, tell them about your friend.
I'm back. Don't worry about having to toss. Come on now.
All right, VisionWorks, go.
Okay, well, I'd love to talk about VisionWorks. As a matter of fact, I'm going this Tuesday to VisionWorks, and the one thing about VisionWorks, and I've talked about this quite a bit, is their scheduling. So if you need an eye appointment on a weekend or an evening, they will work with your schedule because they all understand we're super busy, okay? And so we need to kind of fit it in when we can. I'm going on a Tuesday afternoon this upcoming week, and I'll just tell you this, I can't wait for this eye exam because I'm telling you, I'm looking at things, and all of a sudden later in the day, does anybody else have this experience? Like later in the day, my vision gets very blurry, and I think it's in my right eye. Anyway, I'm getting my annual eye exam because the eye doctor is going to not just check my sight, but they're also going to check the health of my eyes. My annual eye exams, I've talked about this, can catch early signs of glaucoma, diabetes, hypertension. So, Christopher, I'm going in Tuesday to VisionWorks in Santa Ana.
And I am going to the one in Brea a few days later, and I'm so excited because, as you know, I almost died. But also part of that a year ago, I had 3 strokes and 4 seizures, so the peripheral vision on my left eye is a little wonky. So I've already talked to the VisionWorks team. They're going to be ready to help me out and pick something that could help my vision and make sure that I can see fully, Cappy. And you know what? You got that tax refund? Don't waste your money on something like chicharrones and bubble gum. Spend it on your eyes, sucker, right, Lindsay?
That's right. And Cappy, I'll be with you next week when you go out to VisionWorks for your eye exam because I'm going to get one too.
Yeah.
And we can try on some glasses, help each other pick out which frames look best on us because, VisionWorks isn't just about helping you see, it's also about fashion.
I really like the way, Chris, every day you change your, tax refund. Don't use it on chicharrones and bubble gum. You've used it on potato chips. You've talked about a variety of other things not to use it on. No, use it on your eyes. And you get that 100-day guarantee. VisionWorks has that 100-day guarantee. If you change your mind, you can just as easily change your glasses. We'll see everybody at the VisionWorks in Santa Ana this upcoming Tuesday.
And they got the BOGO, 2 pairs, 1 easy decision. Man, that's 2 days in a row I've stumbled on that line, Cappy. What the heck?
That's too bad. That's a shame.
Buy one, get one free at VisionWorks. 8 o'clock, straight up in the Southland at KSPN Los Angeles, Good Karma Brands radio station. And
it's Windy Wednesdays.
More of Windy in 4 minutes from right now on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Hey, it's DeMarco Farr. The big game is around the corner, but before that, it's NBA trade deadline. ESPN LA and Hendrickson are taking over Rockin' Brews in El Segundo Thursday, February 5th for the Super Week trade deadline party. Join Mason and Ireland with special guest O'Shea Jackson Jr., followed by me and Travis, while we broadcast live from noon to 5:30. Become a Ginsider. Follow every purple and gold move live and win tickets to a professional basketball game. It's all happening Thursday at Rockin' Brews in El Segundo. See you there.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time. Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. and try our new chili crisp dumplings paired with a premium or beverage drink like our delicious Thai tea, both for only $5. Only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
Join ESPN LA at Yamava Resort and Casino for Super Sunday and the morning after. Party with me, Morales, Lindsay, and Bergman at the pool deck for our Super Sunday watch party featuring massive screens, nonstop energy, and a legendary guest, quarterback Jim McMahon. The next morning, we'll be broadcasting the Monday after, live from the resort, celebrating an unforgettable finish to the football season. Super Sunday, the morning after. Be there this Sunday at Yamava Resort and Casino. Visit ESPNLA.com for more information and secure your tickets. You in?
John Ireland here with the Hall of Famer.
Saturday,
Big
brother.
Game James Worthy for iSpot Active.
Love
Check out their website, ICEBODactive.com.
This new iSpot Active has given me an opportunity to ice at home. I don't have to go to a cryo pod anymore. John, it works.
iSpot Active is an easier way to ice. Here's how it works. You put on these compression shirts or pants that form fits to your body with pockets that fit flexible, ice-cold gel packs. iSpot Active is wearable cryotherapy. No more strapping on ice bags and being immobilized.
It's designed for the person who comes home, doesn't have a lot of time, but they do want to ice while they're working on their laptop, while they're picking up their kids from soccer practice.
Everybody I know that has bought one of these things truly loves it. Got to get yours before they're sold out. See why Hall of Famer James Worthy swears by this stuff.
This is the new concept for icing, and I love it.
Take it from James Worthy. Start feeling better today at iSpotActive.com.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters' experience, combined with their award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
The post-career day press conference brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
8:05. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a windy Wednesday.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
That's right. And on this day in 1984, copied the number one hit, Culture Club, Karma Chameleon, or whatever. Karma Chameleon. Kamari Chameleon. I wasn't an 80s kid, even though I was about the 70s, Jack.
Show your proper respect to Boy George.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
Boy George. I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah. You would have loved Boy George.
Well, he's still alive, right?
I think he is still alive.
Or is it a final?
No, I think he's still with us.
I believe he's still with us.
Does Today he still go by Boy George?
I don't know. 64 years old.
Oh.
Not grown-ass man George?
No, just still Boy George.
Today is also National Quacker Day.
Quack.
The Quaker.
Oh, Quaker.
Quaker.
It's not Quacker Day. Wrong with you today? Are you having another stroke right now?
Based on the phone call I did, based on the phone call I just got off of, I might be.
Really?
Yeah, people trying to play important when they're not.
Like who?
I can't get into it.
Oh, we'll do it during the YouTube hour. That's always better.
We love those Quacker Oats.
Quacker Oats are so good.
All right, Brian Windhorst is here. Windy Wednesday. So, Brian, obviously Giannis is the domino that needs to fall. Trade deadline is 1 day away. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific is the deadline. I know you've been all over the place today, this morning, on Get Up, on First Take, and now you're here, and we're thankful to have you here, of course. So, where are we on Giannis, the Bucks part of it? Where are we on the potential suitors and their potential chase for Giannis?
Yeah, so I have long suspected that if the Bucks were going to do this, they wouldn't do it till the very end, because that's what you do, especially since Giannis isn't playing. You don't have, there's a distraction for the team, but it made it easier in a weird way when he's not out there having to play through this. So we're now down to the nitty gritty. We're roughly 24 hours away. So the teams that have offers in, they're waiting to hear back. And I think if you trust what you hear out there, the Heat are out there trying to improve their offer. They're looking for side deals to be able to increase what they can send to Milwaukee. The Timberwolves are doing the same thing. And I think the Timberwolves have a very high bar to clear that they could make this deal happen, but they are trying to do it. They are trying to go out there and acquire other things to put in the offer. The Warriors have put everything they can in the offer, and they've told Draymond Green. Draymond came out last night and said he had a talk with the organization. They told him he could be traded. And he was putting a good face on it, saying if that's what happens, it's business. It's been a great 13 years, etc. Like, this stuff is all out there, okay? The Knicks have been included, but I have heard nothing about the Knicks trying to improve their offer. The Knicks right now don't have an offer that Milwaukee wants either a high-value young piece, a young star player, or the chance to draft one with a number of picks. And the Knicks don't have that to offer. And as far as I know, and I would not ever say I know everything that's going on, that is not what the Knicks are trying to go to acquire. So until I have more information, I'm scratching the Knicks off. Could there be a mystery team out there that has an offer into Milwaukee that satisfies them that we don't know about? Yes, I admit that there are things that I do not know. But I really think this comes down to the Bucks organization, and this is not a decision for the general manager. The general manager will present, he's like, these are our offers. What do you want to do? This is an ownership decision. And the owners will decide. And, Giannis plays a role. Giannis, because of his contract situation, he's got 1 year left. He can say to them, look, I'm not re-signing with Team X, so, and they should know that. But Giannis has not elected to get in the driver's seat here. There are players over the course of time who have gotten in the driver's seat of trade demands. He is not. So I think this is sitting in the lap of Bucks ownership. Bucks ownership is complicated. There are 3 Bucks owners, all of whom hold an equal share. 2 of them, one of whom is Jimmy Haslam, who yesterday was hiring a coach of the Cleveland Browns, and another guy, Wes Edens, they share the governorship. And in the past, what they do is they vote. When they have a big decision, they vote. And most of the time, it's 3-0. But in the past, they've been split. They once had a falling out, basically, over being split on a vote of who to hire as general manager. Now, I don't have any information on what's going on with Giannis, but what I'm saying is you got to get those three guys to say yes. You got to get Giannis to say, okay, I'll go there and sign. You got to get the team that's making the offer saying, this is what our offer is. We're good with it. And then you got to get the Bucks front office to say, this is a good return. We're going to do it. That's a lot of yeses you got to get. And so that's why I say this is a little bit more complicated than just going to the trade machine.
Okay, so then let me ask you this. What would you handicap this at? Is to say Giannis is going to get traded? Is it 50%? Is it 60%?
I've been saying all week 51% he doesn't get traded right now and he gets traded in the summer. And 51%, that means that, that it very well could. But what I am not feeling is what I would call deal heat. Okay? When a player is, we didn't know Luka was available last year. Okay? Mm-hmm. There was no time for deal heat. And they did a good job of keeping it silent. Such a good job that I think Dallas screwed themselves, but that's another conversation. James Harden, we had deal heat. It got out there, and we knew it. We knew it was coming. Even Jaren Jackson, we didn't know he was going to Utah, but those of us in the business knew that Jaren Jackson was sort of secretly available. There were teams making offers in the last couple of weeks. We knew he was secretly available. Like in the podcast world, we've been talking about Jaren on and off for months as possibility. It wasn't a lot, but there was some deal heat. I'm not feeling deal heat right now with Giannis. Now, if at 2:00 today, the Miami Heat trade Andrew Wiggins for 2 first-round picks, now we got some deal heat because that's a deal that you do if you think you're lining up Giannis. I'm not feeling that. I know some people reacted yesterday to the Timberwolves trading Mike Conley. They just did that to save money. Yes, it could theoretically help them in a Giannis deal, but they mildly weakened their hand in that trade yesterday. That did not help them really. That is not deal heat. I am not feeling right now deal heat on Giannis. I felt no deal heat on Luka. I'm not saying I always get it. I'm just saying if you're asking me, I'm at 51% no.
Okay.
Well, with Minnesota, quick follow-up. Why do you think it potentially weakened their hand?
Because they traded away a swap in this year's draft to save money. They could have traded away a swap to get an asset to save. That trade yesterday saved them $20 million. They got $1.1 million in cash back for it, and they used a swap. They used this year's draft pick swap. They gave it to Detroit. So Detroit's going to have the 29th or 30th pick, and now Detroit will have Minnesota's pick. It's not going to make you fall over and go, whoa, what an asset. But they gave something away yesterday and didn't strengthen their hand, really. So,
Wendy, let me ask you this. Do you think it's possible that Golden State would be willing to trade, and let's just say they could consummate the deal. Would Golden State be willing to take the risk that Giannis would not want to be with them long term? In other words, take one more shot here with Steph Curry, and even if you're not going to sign Giannis to a longer-term extension, you're okay with moving pieces like Draymond potentially because you think Giannis and Steph could win a championship together this year, and let's not worry about Giannis in the future of this organization. What do you think about that?
It sounds like it. Because I have not heard that Giannis has given that assurance to anybody. Maybe he has, and I haven't heard. And you guys know I'm a gigantic actions over words guy. The Warriors went and told Draymond he could be traded. When you do that, you are affecting the relationship in one way or another. And they did that. They took that step because they're prepared for the deal to happen. So my answer to that question, I think, might be yes. They may be willing to do that. It's I agree. It'd be a huge risk, especially since you're talking about picks that are way out post Steph. You're talking about picks in the 30s. Steph and Giannis will be gone probably. So it would be a big risk, but it sounds like that's where they're at.
Wendy, I want to dig in a little more on Golden State and Miami's potential situation since we talked about Minnesota already. And I agree with you on the Knicks. It just doesn't seem like it could be plausible based on their current setup.
If the Knicks trade OG Anunoby for 3 future first-round drafts
changes
the
dynamic.
We'll be back having a different conversation.
Correct. But let's dig in. I want to dig in on the Warriors and the Heat in a second. But first, let me tell guys out there, listen, quick PSA for you. Forgetting Valentine's Day flowers is not the move. Trust me. This is why I go to the Bouqs company every single time. Bouqs is short for bouquets. It's spelled Bouqs. Go to Bouqs.com. They deliver modern bouquets, fresh right to their door, okay? Right to your significant other's door. Plus, with our code ESPN, you get 25% off. Look at that. Books.com, promo code ESPN, you get 25% off. We're hooking you up. Books flowers cut fresh from the best farms in the world. They get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. And they've got incredible flowers. Roses grown on the side of a freaking volcano. And the best part, Books makes it easy. This is the deal here, okay? We're all Neanderthals as men, okay? So just go to Books.com, BOUQS.com. You go to the website. You pick the bouquet. Check. Pick the delivery date. Check. That's it. You're done. End of story. No last-minute panic. That's why Books has over 50,000 five-star reviews. And listen, even if your significant other says, you don't have to get me anything, that doesn't mean no flowers. Flowers still score every single time. And Valentine's Day is February 14th, right after the big game. So don't fumble this. Order now. Go to Books.com. Use the promo code ESPN for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com. Promo code ESPN. That's Books. Promo code ESPN. All right. So, Brian, let's kind of dig a little deeper on the Warriors for a second. So they have talked to Draymond. Obviously, that can make things a little more volatile in a situation that's already kind of volatile. How much of this is also not just Steph Curry's timeline, but some chatter about Steve Kerr's timeline as a head coach for the Golden State Warriors?
I'm not focused on that. What I'm questioning is what do the Warriors do if they don't get a Giannis trade done? How do they approach their short-term decision-making? There obviously isn't a Kuminga trade out there. Like, I don't think they're holding back on Jonathan Kuminga trades to, save for Giannis. Because I think if if there's a Giannis decision, either yay, he's getting traded, there's going to be a cascading series of ancillary trades. If the answer is no, he's not, then teams are going to move on, and there's going to be other things. Like Minnesota, for example, needs a guard. I hope they're going to get a guard, some guard. Otherwise, they're going to have gone through this this trade season and just dumped money. Good luck explaining that to Ant. The question for the Warriors is, if the answer on Giannis is no, what do they do? Mm-hmm. Steph's got a bad knee right now. It's not a serious injury, but it's his knee is bothering him. Are they just going to send him back out there and keep playing? Because if they don't trade for Giannis, they're not winning the West.
Right. Do the Warriors own their own pick?
They do. Yeah.
Well, wait a second. I have a question about Draymond.
Yeah.
So if Draymond has been informed, I've seen Steve Kerr's press conferences about how emotional it is and how he had to actually tell him this, and Draymond's only been with the Warriors his whole career. Okay, I get it. But are we only talking about Draymond being traded if Giannis is traded?
Well, this is what I'm saying, Cap.
Okay, so here's the follow-up then. Is Draymond on the radar of somebody like the Lakers?
Yes. So first off, if Draymond gets I was looking at the documentation that came through on the Mike Conley trade. Mike Conley got traded to Chicago yesterday. In the documentation, the Bulls are not even asking Conley to take a physical. He does not have to show up. Mike Conley will never go to Chicago. He will be bought out, and he can join another team. If Draymond gets traded to the Bucks, I'm not sure he's ever showing up in Milwaukee. And I don't think he's getting bought out. I think he wants to get rerouted. And that's one of the courtesies that the Warriors are trying to give him by telling him. They're not just trying to prepare him for his family that he might be about to get traded. They want his representation, which is clutch, to know that this is going to happen. And now Draymond gets to go out there and prepare for this eventuality that he gets traded. Could he be rerouted? Because the Bucks are in a rebuild if they trade for a draft pick. They don't
want Draymond right?
Green. So I think there will be multiple teams that would have interest in him. He's not having a good year, but he is still an impactful defensive player. And the Lakers, basically, you'd be looking at getting him for nothing, expiring. Milwaukee might want a second-round pick or something, but might not even want that. They may just want off the money. What the question is would the Lakers do a Draymond? By the way, there'll be multiple teams. Anytime there's a Michigan State player available, I look at West Lansing, which is also known as Phoenix, with the Suns. I don't know how they could execute that, but but there'd be teams who'd want him. The question is, he's got a player option next year for $27 million. Do the Lakers, even if they could literally get him for just expiring, would the Lakers take him on? Because the Lakers need defense. We all know that. They really need a rim defender and a perimeter defenders. That's what they really need. Draymond does not fit the ideal player that they need. However, Draymond Green is an impactful defensive player. And you bring him on your team, your defense is going to improve, and the Lakers need that help. And, like, if they could get him for next to nothing, they have to consider it. But $27 million on a player option next year, do they think that Draymond is impactful enough this year to take on that type of money for next year? So let me give you an example of this. One of the names that has silently been on the trade market a little bit is Klay Thompson, because the obviously the team is very different than when the Mavericks signed him. Klay Thompson is the guy who's got 1 year left on his contract. It's something around $20 million. I don't remember what it is. That's a name. Klay has a lot of ties to LA. You always love a player like that, but I don't think that's a good fit for the Lakers because they don't need a player
not the
like
defender
that.
he
They
used
need
to
a defender, and he's got $20 million on the books next year. That doesn't help them. So, I don't think that makes sense. But Draymond's is a player option. Could you say to him, all right, what if you opt out of your contract, lower your number, and then spread it out over a couple of years? Is there a number that works? I mean, these are the things that are going on in the background. And so, to get back to what you said, Cappy, does the Draymond telling Draymond he's going to get traded across the Rubicon, and the Warriors consider, let's rest Steph Curry's knee, and let's see if we can get something for Draymond? Because right now there's teams, in case Giannis gets traded, there's teams preparing Draymond-type trades that they would give to Milwaukee. Would they then offer those to Golden State, and would Golden State move on from Draymond anyway? These are questions that are now out in the open because they've told him, and it's out in the open, that he is preparing to be traded in the eventuality.
Okay, now because I do think regardless of who gets Giannis, if he does get traded here, there's going to be other teams that benefit off of this, similar to what we just set up here. Let's talk Miami now. Andrew Wiggins is someone that you brought up a moment ago. Now, I think he fits the archetype of what the Lakers could use on the perimeter, at least. What does Miami's deal currently look like, to your knowledge? And, you mentioned them trying to get that extra pick. Wiggins seems to be the likely candidate if we're going down that path, correct?
Yeah. What Miami is looking for, they're looking for a really good they have some young players, but they'd either be looking for, to strengthen the deal, they'd either want a good young player to offer Milwaukee, or they would want a draft pick. And the interesting thing about the Heat situation, I'm not going to go into it, but if the Heat are able to acquire a 2027 first-round pick, it unlocks their ability to trade other picks. It's very complicated. Just trust me. Yeah. So what they would be looking to acquire for Wiggins is a 2027 first-round pick, at the very least. If they can't do that, they would look to be getting a first-round pick that they can then offer to Milwaukee. But they're not looking to get rid of Andrew. To my knowledge, maybe this is incorrect, they're not looking to get rid of Andrew Wiggins independently of going for Giannis, because they may need Wiggins to go after Giannis in the summer. So if the Lakers want Wiggins, I would almost certainly guarantee they'd have to give up the future first-round pick that they have. And so that has probably been true for months, and I don't see why that would change. I don't see why the price would change. I don't see why the Lakers' intention on that would change.
Wow. A lot going to happen here in the next 24 hours.
Or nothing.
So
That's
seems.
the thing.
Right,
all
or
of
nothing.
these
That
are
could
nothing.
happen, yes.
Yeah.
Nothing is a possibility on the board, yes.
Which, just as a side note, so interesting that the trade deadline always, comes right in at the latter part of this week, because here I am in San Francisco at the Super Bowl, and frankly, honestly, the more impactful and interesting story is what's going to happen tomorrow. Much more so than what's happening at the Super Bowl. Maybe by Friday we'll start caring about the Super Bowl.
By the way, as a little side note, you're seeing all the stuff about the 18th game.
Mm-hmm.
If the NFL goes to an 18th game, Super Bowl weekend will be pushed to President's Day weekend, and that will be All-Star weekend, and the NBA will have to move.
Well, it should be moved to President's weekend so we could all have Monday off after the Super Bowl.
I would agree. Also, I don't understand why don't they just have 2 byes? Isn't this just the easiest fix of all time? Just give the teams 2 byes, and then you have an 18th week of games, and you don't have to play an 18th game. This seems like this is a easy fix to me. I don't understand. I'm sorry, this is football.
No, you got to just consider the greed of the owners. I'll go back to the basketball. I want to go back to the very beginning of what you were talking about with James Harden, though. Just want to ask one question. You said that when Harden and the Clippers were talking, Harden didn't like what he heard from the Clippers, and that's why he went away for those 2 games before the trade. Just
Well,
I'm asking you to speculate, but
well,
what
I will
didn't he
say,
like?
here's what he said to Ramona Shelburne. I would, these quotes, I am highly skeptical of these quotes as being like genuine, but I actually like James, so I don't want to say that. In these quotes that he said to her, he said he wanted to give the Clippers an opportunity to rebuild.
Right. Why would he care?
Now, I think this is all about money, but if indeed the Clippers told him they were rebuilding, and that is a humongous if, because like I said, they just went 17-4. You don't look at that and say, boy, let's rebuild. Shut it down, everybody. Okay, James, see you later.
Yeah.
But if I am to believe these words and the Clippers are actually rebuilding, does that mean other pieces are now available between now and tomorrow? For example, Zubats. Zubats would be a player that if the Clippers put him on sale,
Oh, yeah.
they would get multiple first-round pick offers for him. I don't know why they would do that because they don't have a replacement for Zubats. I would not do that, but I have to acknowledge that James Harden went on the record with Ramona Shelburne and said, I wanted to give the Clippers a chance to get ahead on their rebuild. And they did trade him. Now, they traded him for a guy who's been a multi-time All-Star. That's not a rebuild trade. But I want to be respectful and acknowledge that he used those words. And if that is indeed what the Clippers intend, and I'm going to try to find that out today. So on my list, when I get done with these responsibilities, I just want to acknowledge that was said.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't believe Ty Lue would love to sit around in a rebuild either necessarily. So
They don't control their draft pick this year or next year. Actually, well into the future because they still owe stuff when they traded for Harden. So, and like I said, they've been red hot. And that's not what Steve Ballmer does.
Right.
That's not what he's ever done. But James Harden said it on the record.
He did, yeah.
So and I will say this, there is some, that's a guy if the Lakers could get. They don't have the assets to trade for him, just to be clear. I mean, maybe in the summer, and there's the whole, they've only, the Lakers and Clippers have only done one deal in like 40 years. And
Bring
it was
Zoo home is what you're saying? And it was the one that sent
That's
Zoo
a
away,
guy-
right?
Ooh, that's
Muscala.
a guy. But there is some rationale that if Harden, who, whatever you want to say about him, he gets great seasons out of bigs, that, that maybe you think that Zubats' value would decrease a little bit. But I'm sort of nodding to that out of respect, not that I actually believe it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Luka does pretty well with bigs, too, so if the Lakers were to get Zoo back somehow, that would work out okay. Hey, we have not asked you at all, really, about Ja Morant. That saga has taken an interesting turn, it looks like, in regards to just kind of where Memphis is, as you alluded to earlier, trading Jaren Jackson to Utah. So what do we know about Morant's future?
Yeah, so Memphis, between Desmond Bane and Jaren Jackson, they got 7 first-round picks, and they cleared $300 million off of their books. This has freed them up to basically do a Ja Morant trade where they don't have to worry about getting assets back. They couldn't really trade Ja for value. What I mean by value is they're not getting like multiple firsts for him. We know because they would have traded him already. So now they can probably just trade him and use his salary to take on cash and basically get maybe a draft pick or 2 for taking on that cash and just using Ja as the lever, as the thing that makes it go through, not trading him for value. His price right now is very, very low. And so is there a team out there that is like, listen, we can get him for low and maybe also get off bad salary and we can like try to buy low and get a high upside player? That's where he's at. And there are a few teams out there that I think fit this bill. I'm not going to say them right now because I don't want aggregation. And these are the types of conversations that are having. And doing the Jaren Jackson trade first.
I'll hold on. I'll pause. I'll pull a Cappy for once.
Yeah,
I'll
go ahead.
Sacramento Kings, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
So if you looked at a team like Sacramento and you said, would they trade a guy like Zach LaVine to get off of that contract? Because they're, believe it or not, they are the worst team in the league, and they are actually on the edge of the second apron for next season, which is a head-slapping situation.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
If they made a trade like that, Zach LaVine for Ja Morant, they actually would reduce their payroll next year by about $10 million and would sort of give them some airspace, and they would literally be buying low on a guy that they can't right now trade elsewhere.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that is disaster written all over it.
I have one last question, Why is New Orleans allegedly standing pat? I don't understand the logic there.
I can't answer why is New Orleans questions because they don't make logical.
Okay, fair enough. Windy,
But by the way,
you're
they've
the
got a
man.
winning record when Herb Jones has played for like the last 6 weeks.
I've been scouting Herb Jones a lot.
He's not available.
No, it's too
Not
bad.
available, Cappy. Sorry.
Unfortunate. Well, I mean, you put it in my mind months ago, George. I had to go down on a scouting trip to see the Lakers
I
play
know.
the Pelicans, and
Great
I saw
work.
Herb Jones. And
Great
I also
work.
like Trey Murphy a lot. Trey Murphy's my guy.
Oh, you and everybody else.
Right,
Brian
it's my guy.
Windhorst, he's got to go. Thank
Bye,
you
Windy.
so
Windy.
much, Windy. Another Windy Wednesday.
Take care,
Brother,
guys.
nice ties.
My Colombo brother.
That brother. likes
It's
Columbo.
Windy Wednesdays.
8:30
Brian Windhorst, make sure you wear those ties.
on the Sedano Kap Morning Show. We're a little behind, but it was worth it, which means we'll play catch-up next. 3 minutes from right now, the Sedano Kap Morning Show on a Windy Wednesday, sucker.
This is the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Did you know if your child has a sports injury, Children's Hospital Los Angeles can get them back in the game? The expert care team at the Autry Orthopedic Center helps young athletes recover and perform their best by connecting every step of their care. From Southern California's only accredited sports motion analysis lab for kids to a concussion clinic, specialized heart tests, and top pediatric sports medicine specialists, Children's Hospital Los Angeles has the winning formula. Your child's comeback starts here. To learn more, visit chla.org.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes! Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is giving away a Mercedes every Thursday in February. Club Serrano members play all month long to earn entries for your chance to win this powerful and luxurious full-size German SUV. Join for free today and don't miss your opportunity to drive off in a brand new Mercedes. It's all happening at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Fuego. For over 40 years, Kendall Jackson Wines have been crafting exceptional wines from California's cool coastal vineyards. Family grown and family owned since 1982, Kendall Jackson is home to America's #1 selling Chardonnay for over 30 years. The iconic Vintners Reserve, with nearly 50 wines to choose from, including Cabernet Sauvignon, Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Noir, and more. There's a Kendall Jackson wine for every taste and every moment. Find Kendall Jackson nationwide at every major retailer, your favorite bar and restaurant, or deliver right to your door. Learn more and find a bottle at KJ.com.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your six figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year one needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, we've seen it all, and we're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box. Get started at hrblock.com.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on the road to the Lombardi Trophy, powered by Yamava Resort and Casino. You in?
Just think what tomorrow will do.
8:34, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Wednesday, a windy Wednesday. Cappy on this day in 1977, Fleetwood Mac released their 11th studio album, and many people believe their best, the Rumors album.
Oh, yeah. All-timer right there. It's amazing how Stevie Nicks is still going. She's still playing. She's out there playing live. She's almost 80 years old.
By
Good
the
for
way,
her.
it is Quacker Day, not Quaker Day, Quacker Day.
Oh, really?
And today's Liberace Day.
Oh, really?
We just walked by Liberace's house in Palm Springs over the weekend.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Hey, remember the first Mandy's when Mason showed up dressed like Liberace? That was awesome.
Also, let me tell you this. Want to see the big game in shared reality at Cosm? Just go to ESPNLA.com to enter for your chance to win a pair of Dome Reserve tickets with the premium food and beverage package included. That's ESPNLA.com to feel like you're in the game. Who's talking behind you now, Cappy?
Let's see who's here. We got a lot of the GKB guys, a lot of the ESPN radio guys.
Oh, great.
I guess they're one and the same, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's packed. It's picking up here. The action is picking up here on Radio Row in San Francisco. By the way, San Francisco is getting world-class weather. You know the weather that when you come to San Francisco, you're like, I can actually live here. And then like 5 minutes later, 5 minutes later, it gets gray, cold, rainy, and you're like, this place sucks. Let's get out of here. But they're having world-class weather so far this week. So good for them as they try and show off to the world. So, George, I'm digesting a lot of what Windy said. I'm actually sitting here like really processing a lot of what he talked about. Mm-hmm. First, I thought it was super interesting that he's at 51% that Giannis does not get traded.
Yeah, well, because of the complicated scenario that they have with the different owners and yada, yada, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, I think there's also more complication to it, right? Like Giannis has been hurt. And I don't know how hurt he is or how hurt he isn't. But, like, if you were Golden State and you were going to trade for Giannis and he's got some injury and you've got Steph who, as Windy talked about, has a knee issue, are you getting enough in terms of his health and really Steph's health to think that you could make a run and take the risk that you would not be able to sign him long-term thereafter? If Steph were 100% healthy and Giannis were 100% healthy and you thought, you know what, we can make a run right now and we'll worry about the future in the future, that's different. But you have two guys they're not the youngest guy. I mean, certainly not in Steph's case. He's not a young guy. And they're both kind of banged up right now. So unless Giannis is like, no, I'm fine, actually. I just don't want to play right now while we're talking about trading me. So maybe he is 100% healthy. This is an unknown to me is what I'm getting at. So that's kind of the first part. The second part is this whole story of Draymond Green and how Steve Kerr has had to have what I'm sure was a very hard emotional conversation. Because if you're Draymond Green, you are the Golden State Warriors. You'll always be the Golden State Warriors no matter where you finish your career.
Right.
And it's almost as if they're taking something from you. How could you trade me? I am you. You are me. We are one heartbeat. And I'm getting super dramatic. But the thought of Draymond being traded is the first part of it. The second part of it was what Windy was saying, which is he'll never go to Milwaukee if that is the trade. Giannis and you exchange and Draymond's supposed to go there. And could the Lakers utilize somebody like Draymond? And one thing we didn't ask him is if his contract next year is for $27 million, but it's a player option, you tell me. Would anybody be willing to pay Draymond more than $27 million so that the Lakers could take him for this year and then not worry about him opting out? Because they'd want him to opt out. They don't want to pay him $27 million, but somebody else will pay him more, so that's why he would opt out to go get paid more rather than opt in and take the Lakers $27 million. See, my mind is like racing right now on all the stuff that Windy was talking about. Plus, his gesticulation is just spectacular. When Windy starts floating those hands around, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's not just the fingers. It's not just the fingers. He gives you like the Italian, like, mamma mia. Like, he starts giving you these things right here. You know what I mean? And then he takes up his hands and he's very handsy, that Brian Windhorst.
You notice his shirts are monogrammed, too, which I appreciate because I wear monogram shirts. But I think I got to get him into the French cuff.
Well, I noticed that he had the monogram
French
shirts.
cuff is tough, though.
Why? I thought you would do that. I thought you should do that for him.
Yeah, I'm going to get him with my guy.
Get
him a French cuff.
Give him your guy.
Yeah, but your French cuff is a pain in the ass because you got to have the cufflinks.
Well,
and
just
all
travel with cufflinks. It's a little box.
I know, but if
you could get him some cufflinks, Chris.
What?
Like some Columbo cufflinks.
Oh, that's a good idea. Windy and I wearing matching Columbo cufflinks at my wedding.
That'd be so nice. That'd be so nice. Yeah. The only problem is that it's been over a year since you promised me my monogram shirts. It's been well over a year.
Yeah, but you pissed me off one too many times.
Oh, come on, man.
But you know what I can do for you, Cappy?
Tell me.
is get you some daisy dips for the big game.
Oh, hey.
Yeah,
Because, as we get closer to the big game, one thing everybody starts to think about is the food, of course. Whether you're hosting, heading to a party, or just watching at home, the snacks matter. And one thing I always make sure is on the table is daisy dips. Daisy makes a French onion dip that just flat out delivers. It's rich, it's creamy, it tastes great. And same thing with their Daisy Ranch dip. These are dips that people just keep going back for over and over and over again, and you'll understand why when you taste it. What I love about Daisy is how simple it is. It's made with ingredients you actually recognize, stuff you can find in your kitchen, in your refrigerator, no preservatives, no artificial ingredients. Just real great-tasting dip. I'm eating Daisy dips with everything, okay? The chips, the wings, the veggies, honestly, whatever's in front of me on game day. So as you get ready for the big game, make sure Daisy French Onion or Daisy Ranch is part of your game plan.
Oh, beautiful.
Dip.
All right, let me read this real quick, and then we're going to take a timeout. Then we'll do the Cap 10 when we come back. The road to the Lombardi continues at Yamava, and Super Sunday is taking over the pool deck. Join Cappy, Morales, that's me, Bergman, and producer Lindsay Baseball at Yamava Resort and Casino for a full-blown Super Sunday watch party. Party, oh party! Doors open at 1 p.m. and kickoff is at 3:30, so get there early and soak in the energy before the game even starts. Lock in your spot now at ESPNLA.com. That's ESPNLA.com, and join us on the Yamava pool deck. You win. Cappy, is it going to be a good Cap 10? Because this is your first edition of a non-teams-related Cap 10, right?
Yeah, it's today we've decided, Lindsay and I were collabing, a lot of people still say collaborating, but I just use collab as a shorter version. So now I'm adding to collab to collabing. Lindsay and I are collabing on a top 10, Cap 10 Super Bowl halftime shows.
All right.
Berg's suggestion, by the way.
Very good suggestion, Berg.
There's another collab right there. So, yeah,
look at that.
Cap 10 of Super Bowl halftime shows. Mostly contemporary, though. I will say that.
All right, we'll try to keep it tight next. We'll do that in 3 minutes. The Cap 10 on a windy Wednesday on ESPN LA.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
John Ireland for Blue Ice Vodka. Blue Ice's double espresso crafted with Arabica coffee makes the perfect espresso martini. Just shake with ice and pour. Soft, smooth, and delicious. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Hey, what's up, home?
ESPN LA is bringing the action to Hollywood Park Casino for the House Rules Grand Opening Celebration. Happening Thursday, February 12th from 3 to 5:30 p.m. Join ESPN LA's DeMarco and Travis, as well as me, Chris Morales, as House Rules by Hollywood Park Casino, partnered with Legends Attic, the Southland's premier sports memorabilia gallery and store, officially opens its doors inside LA's hottest card room. Celebrate in style with great food, drinks, prizes. Meet Oral Hershiser and Isaac Bruce. More information at playhpc.com/events.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text BILL to 231231 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text BILL to 231231. That's BILL to 231231. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on the road to the Lombardi Trophy. Powered by Yamava Resort and Casino. You in?
8:44, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a windy Wednesday. Cappy, you know this one? Happy birthday. He turns 49 years old. Gavin DeGraw. That mid-2000s sound.
You mean like the aughts?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, what does that mean?
The aughts are like the 2000s.
Oh. I thought those were the things that you squeezed.
I wouldn't call them mid-2000s.
I thought you squeezed stuff out of those.
Out of
Yeah,
aughts?
mid-2000s would be like, I don't know, 2050. We haven't arrived there yet.
Oh.
Hope we make it.
I mean like 2005.
Yeah, like the mid-aughts.
I would say the mid-2000s.
But where did you get squeezing stuff out of an aught?
I don't know what an aught is.
You just squeeze it. Yeah, just squeeze it.
Squeeze that thing.
Yeah,
I think he's thinking of the fruit that's in the tree.
No, you just squeeze those
ox.
ox.
It's too wet. What happened?
It gets wet when you squeeze it.
George, you got aughts growing in the back garden there next to the
I do not
Japanese
have aughts
plums?
growing,
No? Okay.
All right, time for a Cap 10. Oh, hold on. I like that part of the song. You ever heard this song, Cappy?
I don't really know this song.
Oh.
Who sings this song?
I just simply
Gavin DeGraw. You just
No, but I didn't have my headphones on yet because I was over here BSing with somebody.
You're like,
You
hey,
talking
man.
to Jeff Martindale again?
No, Jeff Martindale's long gone. I was talking to his dad, Wink Martindale, you know?
Yeah.
I only know the part where he says, "Oh, chariot." That's it.
He says, give it to me right there. All right, time for the Cap 10.
It's time for the Cap 10.
The Cap 10.
This list of NFL teams are ranked, compiled, and put together by Scott Kaplan's discretion.
That's a great slogan. Cap 10, built on bias.
Built on bias.
Yeah.
It's time for
The Cap 10.
the Cap
It is
10.
time for the Cap 10, presented this morning by the Dr. Cerruti Advanced LASIK and Eye Centers.
Cerruti Advanced LASIK. See the difference, feel the difference. Visit CerrutiVision.com. SOROUDI Vision.com.
Maybe the one and only Dr. Cerruti can see some sense in this week's Cap 10.
Because you know how Cappy is with this Cap 10. It could be anything every week, but it's must-listen radio.
I need to make a disclaimer before this week's Cap 10, George. You need to know this.
Right here on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
This list in no way reflects the football opinions of George Sedano, Chris Morales, Greg Bergman, producer Lindsay, producer Jorge, Parker Bell, the social team in the back, ESPN LA, Good Karma Brands, Sometimes Common Sense, etc.
Hi, I'm Dr. Cerruti, and the Cap 10 is presented by the Cerruti Advanced LASIK and Eye Centers in Beverly Hills, Newport Beach, and Glendale. Visit CerrutiVision.com. SOROUDI Vision.com. The top 10 teams that are coming into focus. Here is the Cap 10.
And now, time for this week's Cap 10.
All right, Cappy. Let's get this in 7 minutes. How about that?
Let's give it a shot. Here we go. The Cap 10 this week is about top 10 halftime shows at the Super Bowl. Now, George, this is very debatable. So here goes. You ready? You ready to get this started?
Yeah.
All right, here we go with number 10. This is U2 at the Super Bowl 2002. Very emotional Super Bowl because this was the first post 9/11 Super Bowl. So U2, Super Bowl 36, 2002. What do you think about that one, George?
Yeah, I mean, listen, any U2 one to me is always going to be good. Like, you sold me on U2.
Yeah, I think a lot of these are personal as well because I saw U2 at the Sphere not that long ago. I guess, a year or so ago. And U2 in at number 10 here on the Cap 10 of Super Bowl halftimes. And now number 9. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Number 9.
Yeah. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, the 2022 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 56, I think it was. Hip-hop takes the stage at SoFi Stadium. Yeah, this one could have been higher. Like I said, these are very debatable. I'm only really passionate about number 1 and number 2. But Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige in at number 9. What do you think of that?
I think too low.
I agree. I generally
It's your
agree.
list. What do you mean you agree?
This list was I needed help
Gotta
with
go
this
faster,
list.
Cappy. Come on.
Oh, my God. What a disaster.
All right, let's go to number 1.
Wait, from 8 to 9 to 1?
Go to
All right,
1.
here's 8. You ready? 8
Just
is-
go
I'm gonna
through
make-
them quickly. Don't forget the music. Just tell us. Go.
8 is The Weeknd. And the weekend, even though it was criticized, I got to tell you, Lindsay and I went to the LA Convention Center and we walked through the weekend's stage, the way they set it up. I kind of dug it after I didn't love it on the halftime. So that was number 8. Number 7, J-Lo and Shakira, 2020 Super Bowl.
You got this over the U2 after 9/11? Are you out of your mind?
It's catchy.
Hold on. Who helped you with this list?
Who do you think?
I don't know.
Take a guess.
Nobody?
I took every Super Bowl halftime, and I told AI that I only care about the top 3.
Oh, you went
and
to
then I let
ChatGPT?
AI, I let AI pick the rest of them.
AI didn't really watch those games.
No, they did not. Here's number 6, though. You ready? This one of the most controversial of all time. This one had major impact on my career, truth be told. Evan Cohen is here. Janet Jackson, 2004. We all know what happened. The uniform malfunction.
I was there.
Mm-hmm. Number 5, Madonna, 2012. This was
I remember
Madonna.
this one.
Yeah,
not bad.
LMFAO. I think this was in Dallas. And we haven't heard from LMFAO since this Super Bowl.
Or CeeLo Green.
That is kind of true. We haven't really seen him much either. Then Bruno Mars, the 2014 Super Bowl, because
pretty good.
Had my
Put
guys.
this ahead of Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, it
Well,
should be ahead of Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg.
I
The fact you had that at number 9
I said it's debatable. And by the way, they had the Red Hot Chili Peppers in there with
why
Bruno
didn't
Mars.
you just go to Lindsay or like Greg or Briones or Parker or any of these people to help you?
Hey, why didn't you say my name in that?
Well, they're younger.
You know what? I'm going to do that next time. I'm going to ask
Bring it on
everybody
the
for
same
help.
age.
I'm actually older than Morales.
Yeah. By like 3 weeks.
I would have never guessed that.
Next time
I don't
I'm
think
asking for
anybody
help.
would.
We
I
were
will
playing
ask
around
for-
as babies, slapping it around.
Oh my
Just a couple of guys messing around.
Anyway.
Number 3, Beyonce.
I mean, that's a compliment to you, Bergie.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You guys have a problem with Bey at number
No,
3?
Bay is good. She should be high.
You guys all right with this?
Yeah.
This is where my controversy came in, though, at number 2. I could have taken one or the other, but one is like the showman performance and one is the musical performance. Michael Jackson at the Super Bowl at the Rose Bowl in 1993, Bills Cowboys, one of the most spectacular Super Bowl performances ever, where Michael Jackson comes up over the scoreboard, but wait a second, he's actually coming up through the stage at midfield. Michael Jackson, 1993, fundamentally changed the way Super Bowl halftimes are done. Michael Jackson is in at number 2.
Wait a minute, you're saying that him on top of the Rose Bowl? No, I'm just kidding. You were right with number 2.
All right,
And
what's
the
number 1?
the number one Super Bowl performance at halftime, 2007. The rain is pouring down
Prince,
in
yeah.
Miami,
Yeah. I
and
was there for
Prince.
that one, too.
So
Prince,
good.
I'm literally getting goosebumps thinking
Me
about
too.
Prince performing this song in the rain in Miami. And they said to Prince, they go, Prince, what do you want to do, man? It's pouring out there. He goes, we're going. We play in this rain. Let's listen. Oh, yeah. I mean,
can't
come on.
believe Prince is dead.
Well, how about Michael Jackson being dead, too?
Well, yeah, I agree with that. But Prince, to me, was more of a shocker, to be honest with you.
I mean, the top two guys in halftime Super Bowl history, both dead.
I like his cool, his purple guitar that has the shape and everything. He just
The
puts that
phallic
on
symbol.
and he starts jamming out.
I'm glad you didn't put Paul McCartney in there after, because he was the year after Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
And he was like sitting there at a piano, basically just playing the piano.
Well, they went safe for a few years.
They did. Remember they had like Bruce Springsteen after
Easy, that
that.
Springsteen one was a good one. That was
Yeah.
a good one.
But they did. They went.
They had the Rolling Stones.
Right. They did
in
start.
Detroit.
Right. They went very rock and roll heavy for a couple years after the Janet Jackson disaster, and then they kind of were like, you know what, this is a little bit boring.
Yeah.
And then they said, well, let's
we
get back
completely
to some hip hop.
overreacted to the Janet Jackson thing as a society.
Yeah.
And
well,
I said that in real time, and 20 plus years later, I will still attest to that.
1,000% agree. It's like, oh my God, I just got home from church and I saw her boob on TV. What's going to happen to my life?
All right, thank you, Cappy, for the Cap 10. Thank you, Dr. Cerruti.
Call 855-NOW-2020. 855-NOW-2020. That's 855-669-2020.
Call Dr. Cerruti if you need your vision fixed. Not if you want new glasses. But if you want to not wear glasses anymore, Dr. Cerruti, he'll stick his laser in there and fix it. Yeah.
Cerruti.
All right. Now, let's talk about our friend Jacob Emrani.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, let me talk to the person listening right now who's toughing it out at the moment. You got into a crash a few days ago. Maybe it was a ride share. Maybe someone just blew a stop sign. And you keep telling yourself, I'm fine. I'll push through it. But here's the truth, Cappy. Pain shows up late. The stress shows up fast. And the insurance company would treat you like a claim number instead of a human being.
Yep, and you do not have to do that all alone. You call Jacob. The law offices of Jacob Emrani, they are built for moments exactly like this. When you're worried about missing work, when you're worried about medical bills piling up, when you're worried about your car and how it's going to get fixed, and you're worried about your family and you don't know what comes next, that's why you need Jacob Emrani and his free consultation. No obligation. You get that case review. It's all for you for free, and you don't pay 1 penny unless he wins for you. George, no fees unless he wins.
Let's do the phone number.
Put this number in your phone right now. Call Jacob at 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789 or call jacob.com.
Thank you, Sedano. Coming up, Rich Eisen Show terrestrially and the YouTube Hour right next, right here on ESPN LA.
This is the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is giving away a Mercedes every Thursday in February. Club Serrano members play all month long to earn entries for your chance to win this powerful and luxurious full-size German SUV. Join for free today and don't miss your opportunity to drive off in a brand new Mercedes. It's all happening at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Introducing our new Chili Crisp Dumplings, a spicy twist on a Waba favorite. Bold, crunchy, and tossed and fiery. Chili Crisp. That's our new Chili Crisp Dumplings. Get them today, only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
Let me tell you why I went to VisionWorks in Orange County. First, it's so simple. Simple scheduling, so I booked my exam fast. Simple shopping, so I actually found frames I liked without overthinking it. And I love my new glasses. And here's the best part. VisionWorks backs it all with a 100-day guarantee. If your glasses aren't right, they'll make it right. VisionWorks accepts most major insurance plans. And their eye experts will help you get the most out of your benefits. And they can if you don't have benefits. So if it's time for new glasses, do what I did. Head to one of the 7 OC locations. Go to VisionWorks and see the difference.
John Ireland here. You've heard me talk about the iSpot Active website and their wearable cryotherapy. You can see it for yourself at iSpotActive.com. iSpot Active sells form-fitted, 4-way stretch shirts and pants with pockets that hold ice-cold gel packs. If you get sore after you exercise or work out, you just put this stuff on for 20 minutes, and wherever you're sore will feel a lot better. Go to that website, iSpotActive.com. See why Hall of Famer James Worthy swears by this stuff. Start feeling better at iSpotActive.com.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes! Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
In Los Angeles, it's not about closing deals. It's about opening partnerships. At ESPN LA, we're hiring audio marketing consultants and play-by-play marketing consultants. People who build relationships and create custom solutions powered by ESPN LA and the biggest teams in the city. This is where brands connect with fans who care. Competitive pay, full benefits, unlimited upside. Open your next partnership. Apply now at goodkarmabrands.com/careers.
Attention, have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-880-1212. That's 800-880-1212. Again, that's 800-880-1212.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
Previously on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Let's do it as Gruden so it's entertaining. Okay, so Caliendo, he was off by a week, man. April 1st, the Irvine Improv. That's tremendous right there. I'll tell you
April
what,
2nd,
man.
I'm there.
I'll tell you what,
Sunday
you and
night.
me were talking about a week or so ago, man.
There
right?
it is.
You hit it. You hit it.
Right.
You hit it.
Yeah.
I tell you what was off, but then you were, I tell you what, man, that's tremendous. Keep going. That's good. I'll tell you what, man.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
On this day in 1994, the #1 hit, Bryan Adams, Rod Stewart, and Sting, Cappy, one of my favorite songs of all time, when they got together and sang All for Love,
man.
From the Three Musketeers soundtrack. Remember the Three Musketeers?
Yes.
That's kind of like you, me, and Sedano, but when Brian Windhorst is here, my Columbo brother,
Right.
it becomes Windy, Cappy, and Sedano, which I'm okay with.
You are.
They are the Three Musketeers on Wednesdays. Good morning, Brian Windhorst.
Where would Brian Windhorst be in line at your wedding to dance with you?
To this song, Morales. I want to dance with you to this song.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, we won't look each other in the eye.
A little sabor.
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the widow on the radio.
Giant Mexican, horn section. And
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
give me a freaking break.
I'm reacting to Art Bell.
Yeah? Oh, okay.
Amazing.
Do you want to do the Love Boat, or do you want me to do the Love Boat?
The Art, I don't even know what you're talking
No, here it is. Ready? Watch this. Watch this.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
Bit boy.
Monstrous.
Beto, I don't want to eat that. We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
It's Windy Wednesdays on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Yeah.
9:02 and 35 seconds. Good morning.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got, Cappy? What's Radio Row looking like? Tell me. Paint the picture for us right now.
I'll tell you this. My man Terrell Davis just walked by me, looking sharp as always. Cam Newton has stepped onto the row here, not too far from me, always looking money. God, I wish I could dress like Cam Newton. He looks so good. I think I saw Joe Flacco just walk by, And then a very strange interaction happened, George, as we were talking at the end of the last hour. Over my left shoulder, Ryan Leaf walked up to somebody, and the next thing I know, Ryan Leaf is pointing in some dude's face. And dude, it was close. I mean, it was real close. Like I'm not joking in the slightest bit. I thought first of all, I was worried that people might get pushed onto the table. And then the second part of it was I was worried I was going to have to get up and kick some ass.
Okay, wait. Back up here for a second.
What can I tell you?
So Ryan Leaf and some dude having words.
Ryan Leaf walked up to some
dude. So
dude.
for our younger folks in the audience, why don't you recap who Ryan Leaf is?
Ryan Leaf was an All-American collegiate quarterback at Washington State. And when Ryan Leaf was leaving Washington State, I believe they won the Rose Bowl that year, Washington State. Ryan Leaf was going to be the first or the second pick in the NFL draft.
Him and Peyton Manning. Right.
Came down to him and Peyton Manning. And Peyton Manning had all the grooming and had the family and had, just everything that pointed towards he's going to be a star. And Ryan Leaf had all the intangibles. He had 6'5", 230 pounds. I mean, he was the prototypical quarterback in 1995 or 6, somewhere in that neighborhood. So he was what the NFL was looking for in terms of height, weight, arm strength, success in college, etc. And Ryan turned into a disaster.
But who drafted Ryan Leaf?
He got drafted by the San Diego Superchargers. And he was kind of thrust into action early in his career. and it just did not go well. And then one day, everybody realized how volatile he was when he had a massive blow-up in a locker room where he started screaming at a reporter, and then Junior Seau, the late, great Junior Seau, had to come and pull him away because it was his team. And Ryan Leaves had a lot of problems in his life. I mean, he's been to jail. He's had drug addiction issues. He's talked about all of this openly. I don't know the guy. I've never met the guy ever in my life. But he just walks onto Radio Row and he sees some guy, and the next thing you know, he's pointing in his face. It got physical here for a quick second. Now, these guys who are on the receiving end, they handle themselves like total professionals. You know, they weren't about to get themselves kicked off Radio Row or have their credentials revoked because they get into a fist fight with Ryan Leaf. But that was some unprofessional crapola from a guy to walk up. And, you know, and that's the other thing, the big bully thing. I'm 6'5", 230, and you guys are 5'10", 180 pounds. I'll beat both you guys up. Like a total jerk, like a complete unprofessional jerk. Seriously, I'm surprised. Like, lucky security didn't see all this go down, man. He might have lost his credentials and gotten kicked off Radio Row. Wow. Again, I thought I was going to have tables flopping, bodies flying, and then I thought I was going to have to get up and, hey, Ryan, I don't know you and you don't know me, but if things got to go down, my boy George is a karate man. He's a black belt.
Right, but I'm all the way in San Antonio. What was I
I'm
going to do?
just threatening him.
Put that F-45 to work, Cappy. All your work with Adrian Gonzalez in the gym. Come on.
Right.
Now.
I know. I got to put it all to work. I got to have functional strength.
How far away was this from you?
I'm telling you, 4 to 5 feet away from me.
Like in front of you or behind you?
Behind, over my left shoulder, right here.
Okay.
How many people witnessed it besides you?
Well, put it this way. I saw one guy do what you should do in this situation. Take out your video camera and shoot the entire thing. So I saw one guy put it out there. So the next time that Ryan, I'm sure, goes on social media and he threatens a guy like Jay Glazer, or he tells everybody that Jay Glazer's a phony, I just would like to see Ryan do that to Jay Glazer, because I'd like to see what Jay Glazer then does, because Jay got that MMA all up in him. You know?
I believe we're going to see Jay at Yamava on Sunday.
Oh, that'd be great.
You can ask him about it, Cap.
I would love to. I could text him right now and ask him about it. What would you do if Ryan Leaf put his fingers in your face? Because I think Jay Glazer might bite that finger right off.
I mean, we all know that Radio Row has a tendency for some media beefs, like,
Yeah. Well, I always feel like Radio Row is like the All-Valley Championship in The Karate Kid. And this is actually like a perfect example of that, you know?
Have you had any run-ins, Cappy?
No, I'm kind of a pleasant guy, you know? I mean, I'm a nice guy, a likable
Calm
fellow,
down in your old age, huh?
But I'll tell you this, man bun Cappy might have gotten in somebody's face.
Yeah, man bun, back in the old school days where my temper was a little hotter, you know? Like yesterday, you know what's funny? Yesterday, Lindsay asked me earlier, she goes, who'd you have on the Cappy cast yesterday? I had Rampage Jackson. You guys all familiar with Rampage Jackson? Everybody knows his MMA career?
Yeah,
and,
not to be confused with Rampage, the Rams mascot.
Correct. Thankfully, Rampage and I had an entire conversation about what it's like to try and move our sons out of our house. My son's 25, his son is 26. And he was telling me about his son's super hot temper. And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, is his son the guy that jumped into a wrestling ring and beat the ever-living crap out of a pro wrestler, not in wrestling terms, but in real life, punching him to the face, where wrestlers had... Do you guys know the video I'm talking about?
Yes.
Have you guys ever seen this?
Yes.
No. It was incredibly crazy,
It
violent.
was somewhat recently.
Yeah, it was within the last year or so. And he's telling me, he goes, yeah, man. He goes, I finally kicked my 26-year-old son out of my house. And I'm like, okay, you did, but are you paying his rent? And he was like, yes, I'm paying his rent. I'm like, so you see, all you did was pay for your kid to no longer live with you. So if Rampage Jackson was here yesterday and Ryan Leaf would have come and put his finger in somebody's face, he'd have had some problems here with Rampage.
Looks like he's very combative on Twitter. I'm just looking at his Twitter account.
Ryan Leaf?
Yeah.
Very combative. Very combative.
Very
Always calling
opinionated.
everybody out for being frauds and phonies and everything else. And I'm like, bro, I mean, given your background and your history, I mean, I credit anybody who has an addiction who can get over the addiction and live a sober life. Anybody who has the strength to do that, because it requires work every single day, because those demons are there. And they're saying to you, come on back to me. And if you can fight those demons every day, credit to you. But if you're going to walk onto Radio Row like that and be an unprofessional jerk, not cool at all.
It would be hilarious if he was like listening right behind you and then like clotheslined you.
Oh, dude, how about if he
Like
just comes
tap
up
you
and
on the shoulder?
How about if he comes up to me, he's like, hey, I heard everything you said. And like he gets in my face, you know?
Yeah.
And here I am, I'm like, bro, listen, step back, will you?
And then he looks at you and says, knock it off.
Yeah, knock it off, man. And I'm looking around for Junior Seau going, Junior, help me. But unfortunately, he won't be here to help me. So that's what's going on here right now, George.
you better hope that nobody tweets about this and tags him in it, because then he's going to come over and confront you. Cap.
Oh, I'm looking at the video. Somebody's handing me the video right now. I'm looking at the video of this confrontation, and oh man, and he's hot from the beginning. Did they get more, or is just this? Really, should have kept the video running.
Oh, you got to send it to Parker.
I know, he should have kept that video running, man. That was not good at all. Man,
wow.
jerk.
Look at you, Cappy. You were right there, front
I was
and
in
center.
the middle of the action.
If that thing goes super viral, you were right there to see it all.
Oh, no doubt about it. In fact, stupid me. I should have taken my camera out, and I should have recorded the entire thing just like this. I could have saw it was 4 feet from me, George. I just didn't want bodies to fly. I got this equipment. It's kind of old. It's mine. I don't want it to break. I don't want to buy new stuff. I'm too cheap.
A lot of people are reporting that you had another guest on your show yesterday.
Who's that?
People in the YouTube chat are saying you had a former, I guess he's a current radio personality, but former radio personality in many of our minds. You want to tell everybody who that is?
You talking about JT the Brick?
Apparently.
Yeah, Brick sat down for about 5 minutes yesterday because he had to hustle up and get to his show.
Wow.
Brick was here, and Brick is feeling, I think, very sentimental about his years on Radio Row. Told me yesterday that he's been to 29 straight, but he thinks he's done the math wrong, so he thinks he's done 30 straight Radio Rows. And he's feeling, like I said, very, very sentimental because I don't think he doesn't have what he once had. It's kind of like we were talking earlier today about Draymond, how Draymond would feel like they're taking from him something that belongs to him because it's his team, but they may trade him. And I think JT feels the same way about Fox Sports Radio, that for years and years and years it was his.
Do you think that Morales really just beat it out of him for JT? Because if he's it feels like he doesn't have anything left anymore, and what you're saying, that this is because of Morales always punching at him, right?
Well, he's still got his Mad Dog show, and he's still got his local show in Las Vegas.
That hit like I wanted it to.
It's okay.
Well, you think that Morales beat out of him his career?
Yeah, at the end of his career, I think he's been hitting him so hard over the last year that it's starting to get in his head.
Morales is kind of like Ryan Leaf right now, where he's sort of bullying the smaller guy. Morales is now the big star of ESPN LA.
Not a star.
And JT is no longer, the star that he once was on Fox Sports Radio. And I feel like Morales is using his size.
I think the clear difference between us is I talk to people's faces, not behind their back.
Oh, does he talk behind your back?
Well, come on. JT talks behind everybody's back.
Oh, he does?
So that's when you do that and you live that lifestyle, sometimes you end up in the position you're in.
Well, I know that he always criticizes us for doing bits, and the other day I saw a little bit of his act on Twitter.
Act?
Yeah.
How was his act?
Well, let me tell you what he did. You're going to love it. I actually videotaped it. You know what he did? He was playing the drums, the air drums, to a Rush song, like as if he was Neil Peart.
Yeah, he did that act in 2006 while I worked with him.
Well, I just was saying to him, I'm like, bro, I think you're always criticizing the bits. I do the bits. I do the bass guitar. I do the air drums myself. I know he did the air drums. I thought he was kind of taking his shot again.
Yeah.
Guess not.
Who else have you seen on Radio Row? Is Nasty Nestor Aparicio there?
I have not seen Nasty Nestor, George. Therefore, perhaps not the saddest place on the planet. I did speak yesterday to a friend of mine for many years, a guy by the name of...
How about that as a pull? Nasty Nestor
Nasty
Aparicio.
Nestor's good. Yeah. We should actually have a around the room name your favorite sports radio guy from all these years. But I did have on yesterday Akbar Baja Biamila. Do you know who he is?
Oh, yeah. Well, but he's bigger. He's used to host Ninja Warrior.
Still does.
Maybe he still does. I don't know.
Does.
Yeah.
Still hosts
I don't watch
it,
the show, so I don't know.
I know. I had to admit the same thing to him. I'm like, hey, Akbar, sorry, man. I haven't seen the show in a really long time. Do you still host the show? Like, I had to ask it like that.
You didn't do that on the air, did you?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, that's funny.
100%.
Have you seen Kirk Morrison walking around at all?
Have not seen Kirk Morrison walking around at all. No. Wait. AP just told me that he has. Alex Padilla, our friend George.
Well, I asked him to stop by and say hi to you, and there was some kind of controversy or something, so I don't know.
Really? A controversy between what and what?
I don't know. He made it sound like something, I don't know, he said something was serious or something, and I said, well, what? Because JT the Brick or whatever, because he has a serious show, and he was a guest on our show. You're still employed by ESPN. And he told me that he would tell me later, so I don't know if it was JT telling him hey, don't go be a guest on their show.
I would hardly. I would
maybe not great to say that on the air.
That's quite an accusation, Lindsay.
You're right.
I don't like JT at times, but I wouldn't say that.
It's a complete accusation, complete speculation. But I don't know what controversy that Kirk could be talking about.
Well, maybe he thinks that Sirius doesn't want him to do competitive products. You know what I mean?
But he works for ESPN.
That is true. He does work for ESPN. How about
Wait, so say this again. Kirk didn't want to come on because of what?
He said there was like, I don't know, like a conflict or a controversy.
Okay, we're going to have to get to the bottom of this.
That's what I'm saying. If
All right.
you see him around there, call him over.
Has anybody seen Kirk Morrison?
Conflict or controversy. Right. He's an ESPN employee.
Okay, let me
Now,
find
does he
out.
not want to come on because I ripped the Raiders?
Maybe that's it.
Maybe.
Or-
No, I don't think. No, because you ripped the Raiders to him on
his
the air.
face.
Yeah.
Is it because Morales says that when he's on the radio we need a pillow? Is that a problem?
It could be it.
Okay.
No, but I've told him that to his face. I told him I need the real Kirk Morrison. And by the way, since he got the Raiders job, he's great with us when he does hits.
Mm-hmm.
Just sometimes when he would do a show, he'd go a little long in the tooth. But that's nothing I didn't say to him. Again, I said it to his face.
Right. Here's Dan
Now,
Orlovsky
where's
walking
McAfee?
over here.
Is he there with you in that place?
McAfee is over my right shoulder and down about, I don't know, maybe 50 feet. I see Dan Orlovsky's walking on right here. I'm a big Dan Orlovsky fan. I like his work on ESPN. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
Now, are
There
you
he
going to do that thing and introduce yourself and tell him how you're a big fan, but also it comes across a little weird?
Why? Why is that? When you say here, Dan's right behind me. There he is.
I'm
Why?
just joking, Captain.
Oh, yeah, I like Dan. I think Dan's good. I think Dan does a really good job. I think for a guy who was not a famous player.
Here you go. This is where it gets weird. Yeah.
Well, no, he was not a famous player.
No, I know.
So to become listen, my friend Louis Riddick was not a famous player. Louis Riddick was not an NFL GM. He was a personnel guy. Nobody ever heard of Louis Riddick before. But ESPN put Louis Riddick on TV, and he's fantastic on television.
He is excellent.
Good looking. Yeah. He's as smart as can be. He knows everybody. He did have a legitimate playing career. I mean, he does have a resume. And the same goes for Orlovsky. He may not have been a star in the NFL, but he certainly did play in the NFL. And you don't have to be, Joe Montana or Dan Marino. You could be Trent Dilfer or Dan Orlovsky. Dilfer's not even a good example because Dilfer was part of a Super Bowl championship team. I mean, Dan Orlovsky had a pedestrian sort of playing career in the NFL, but he's a fantastic television analyst. Sometimes guys they're not great players, but you know what they become? Great coaches. They're actually better at coaching than they were at playing. Sometimes these guys are better at TV than they were at playing. Dan Orlovsky's very good. I'm a big fan. Should I have stopped him, George?
He has terrible food takes, though, I will say.
He does? What kind of food takes does he have?
I mean, he likes bland food, basically.
Bland food, huh?
He eats like a 7-year-old.
Okay. I'm seeing him. He's got
I don't know him at all, but I'm just based on what I see on his social media.
He's got a handler with him, and she seems to be, and I say handler, he's got a lady with him who seems to be carrying his wardrobe. He's dressed pretty cash, and she seems to be wearing his what I would call
Well, he's
TV
probably got to
clothes.
do NFL Live in a little
Right. So he's kind of walking around, saying hi to people. But I'm sitting here by myself, man. I'm not. It's not like we brought 10 producers with us that are scouring Radio Row to find Dan Orlovsky.
Back in your 1090 days, you had people scouring the building for you.
Well, yeah. I mean, back in the old school days when we used to come to Radio Row in a different capacity. Now I just show up just to hang out. The saddest place on earth.
It is pretty sad.
It's not sad.
It's sad.
I want you to know this, Georgie. Everybody says this to me.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your boy Sedano?
Nope.
And here's what I tell him. I say, George says that Radio Row is the saddest place on the planet. And everybody has the same reaction. Everybody's super insulted by that. So I make sure that I tell them what you think. And then I hit them with this. Actually, truth is, George is out on the road. He's got tonight, I think, San Antonio, Oklahoma City.
You don't have to soften it. You can tell them. I do believe. I mean, those both are true, though. But you don't have to soften the blow. I do think it's the saddest place. Let me tell you something.
What?
You will have to drag me over to that building in Los Angeles next year because I don't know. I am literally going to tell NBA, hey, you want to schedule me for 5 games that week? Go right ahead.
Happy, did you see DeMar Hamlin just walk behind you?
I did not.
Oh, that's
my God!
Yeah.
He came back from the dead.
Yeah,
I did
Parker
not
just
see
texted about it.
I didn't see it.
Hopefully he walks past you again and you can
I didn't.
play
Hey,
that
did you
for
guys
him.
see DeMar Hamlin walking by? I didn't see DeMar Hamlin. Nobody here saw him.
Parker saw him.
Okay, well, I mean, is Parker right? I mean, Parker's sitting behind a computer.
Are you saying that he's wrong?
Now you're questioning
I don't know.
Parker?
I don't know.
Parker's usually half asleep during our show. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Be
for
nice.
sure.
Parker's on it.
Hey, by the way, George.
Yes.
You've got this Thunder Spurs game tonight, right?
I do, yes.
Okay.
Big
so
game.
I'm going to watch some of that game because I'm in my advanced scouting mode right now because Oklahoma City is coming to the Lakers on Monday of this upcoming week. But here's the other thing.
Advanced scouting.
Yes, that's right. You heard me. Let me ask you this, though.
Yes.
An hour after tip-off between the Thunder and the Spurs,
Yeah.
that's when I leave your game. I'm done with you at that point.
Why? Where are you going?
I'm going to the Cavaliers-Clippers. Now, why?
Because of Harden?
Yeah.
But is he going to play? Do we know that for sure?
I don't know. But I got to at least put in the first 5 minutes of the game just to hear what's going to be talked about. Because the Cavaliers and the Clippers make this trade, and then lo and behold, they play the next day. The trade was consummated last night, and these two teams play tonight in L.A. Is there any way, you tell me, is there any way James Harden, because I'm kind of with Windy, I don't really take what he said with sincerity. I think that what he said was all just show. Is there any way James Harden suits up for the Cavaliers and plays against the Clippers?
It is absolutely possible, sure.
Now that's compelling content. Unlike the Lakers last night in Brooklyn, that would be compelling. James Harden puts on a Cavaliers uniform, goes to the opposing team's locker room, walks out onto the floor, and starts dropping bombs against the Clippers for the Cavaliers tonight. That would be compelling. Anybody else watching?
Well, I mean, I will not be because I will be busy doing something else. But I don't disagree with you. If he does play, it's worth watching, sure.
Absolutely.
I wanted to go to the game, but it's too late. I'll be in bed.
It's too late for you, huh?
That's
Lindsay
7:30.
smartly goes to bed at like 7, dude.
I know. I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm trying to get to bed super early. Last night, I think I turned off the lights and the TV and everything at 9:30 p.m. last night.
I was watching. See, what I end up doing in hotels is I start watching like something I've already seen a million times.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's SportsCenter, I've already seen a million times, or a movie. So yesterday it was Top Gun Maverick, and I fell asleep during Top Gun Maverick, and then that was
How deep into it?
It was when Maverick was doing the first training session with those guys, and they were all doing push-ups afterwards when he was taking them out.
Gotcha. I usually can fall asleep to, like you said, like a replay of SportsCenter. Or, you know what puts me to sleep perfectly in the afternoon when I need like a 30-minute nap?
I can tell you what used to do it for me when I did mornings on the East Coast.
Let me hear.
Mike Francesa. I swear to God, and that's not like an insult. It was just his tone of voice. I was exhausted from being up from like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then when his show would come on at like 1, because he would do like 5.5 hours or whatever he would do, and about an hour into it, he'd be talking like this. And then he'd say, talk about the Jets or the Giants or the Yankees or the Knicks. And then I'd be like, out.
Or sometimes he falls asleep himself. So maybe when
it
he
only
goes to
happened
sleep, you fall
once. It
asleep.
happened once.
All right.
But his tone of voice. Now, when Russo was on with him, I would never because it's just too loud. But Francesa's voice was very soothing. You know whose voice is soothing? And again, this is not an insult. It's just soothing. They always say that if you fall asleep to somebody's voice or you yawn to somebody's voice, it's because you're comfortable around them. You feel safe around them that you could just fall asleep.
Is it Bill Simmons?
Yes, his voice is super soothing.
I listen to it all the time
I can be on a plane and I'll listen to Simmons and I'll listen for a few minutes. And there's a podcast for like 2 hours. And I love Bill, but it's like, I'll listen intently for a few minutes, and then if I'm exhausted, he's like the perfect soothing voice to take a little nap.
You should do those apps, like those meditation apps. You'd be perfect for that.
You know who's good too at that? Locked On Lakers, the Cam brothers also have soothing voices.
I've been using a new app to
and again, no
naps.
insult. That is just soothing voices.
I'm using a new app. You guys should all try it. Okay, unsolicited, but here goes. It's called New Calm. New Calm, and I've been taking like 30-minute naps to this thing, and it plays like different kinds of sounds, but apparently whatever it is that's in the music is supposed to be like helping your brain regenerate brain cells. I don't know if it really works or not. I've only used it a few times, and I don't think I've gotten any smarter yet. I don't think I've gotten any dumber, but not any smarter. Anyway, New Calm. That's the app I'm using to try and take naps to. But I usually just turn on CNN. CNN puts me to sleep,
CNN's pretty good, too. Weather Channel used to be great when they used to just do the weather. So now if I can find, if my hotel has AccuWeather, they're like old-school Weather Channel where they just do the same weather every 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Go with AccuWeather.
I'm just looking here. I do see that Parker sent me a still shot of who he says DeMar Hamlin was walking.
Hey,
right
there's
behind
Evan
me.
Cohen.
Oh, Evan Cohen has been lurking. Where is Evan? He has been lurking here. I don't see him. Anybody see Evan Cohen?
He took my advice on a movie to watch on the plane ride. He watched Roofman. Have any of you guys seen that?
No, I haven't seen Roofman.
Oh, okay. It's a true story
about
a guy
Roofman?
who basically he lives inside of a Walmart.
Toys R Us.
It's a Toys R Us for I don't know how long was it, maybe like a year?
But he used to rob McDonald's by hiding in the roof or
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
And then he
true
lived.
story.
Yeah, he was on the run and he lived in a Toys R Us.
Really?
Cappy,
Real
Cappy,
bad.
I will say this. I
Tell me.
am genuinely curious. I want to do a quick callback.
Mhm.
Who did you tell that I think's Radio Row is the saddest place in America when they approached you? I want to hear names.
I told Wink Martindale.
Oh well, Jeff. Yeah, he knows.
I told Evan Cohen.
Oh, he knows that too.
And pretty much anybody who asks me, hey, where's Sedano? I tell him Sedano refuses to come to Radio Row. He says it's the saddest place in the world. And then I double down on it like this, George. You know what else I tell people? I go, Sedano's not one of us anymore. They go, oh, what do you mean? I said, Sedano's like a big TV star now. Sedano looks down on radio guys like us, you know?
No, I do not.
So he would never
If I
dare.
look down on radio guys like us, I wouldn't be doing the show anymore.
I tell people, I go, he's a TV star now, this guy. And so he's, as a TV star, he looks down on little, little schmucky radio guys like us. And he would never dare.
No, I just think we're all little schmucky radio guys. But
he would never dare show up on Radio Row. Never.
I mean, listen.
Next year,
there have
you're
been
coming.
other hosts at this place who have left radio while doing TV. Okay.
All I know is this. Next year, Radio Row in L.A., you're coming.
There's a chance we're not on Radio Row. We might be doing something else.
Well, that's fine.
We'll be out. We will not probably be in studio.
That's fine.
Cappy will still be there.
No, if next year, you tell me, hey, we're going to do something else.
You know how NBC, even though they did it seems like they no longer do it because I was watching on Monday. Peacock was doing those games where the analysts were like on the benches or whatever, and the play-by-play guy was at the regular table. Mm-hmm. We should do that where it's like we're just in different parts of the city. So Cappy at Radio Row, Sedano back in the studio, Morales and Bergman out in Santa Monica. Just like something like that.
Cap, you should be posted up like right outside the convention center where you almost died when you fell.
Right. Oh, Lindsay, last night.
See how many people fall.
It almost happened again last night where there was this little 2-foot little mini concrete wall, and I saw it in just enough time. And I remembered the night I broke my leg, and I didn't want you to know how badly I was injured as I limped back to LA Live that night. So, let's see. I just saw Manti Te'o, who is from the NFL Network morning show. So I just saw Manti walking by. Yeah, it's starting to pick up here.
Ask
on
him
Radio
about
Row.
Lanai.
Lanai
Kukua.
Kukui? Is that what her
Kukui,
name was?
yeah.
Is that what you want me to ask him while you're there?
That poor guy.
You want me to ask him that? Really?
All right. ESPN LA and Hendricks Gin are taking over Rock and Brews El Segundo tomorrow, Friday, February 5th. Oh, no, it's tomorrow, Thursday, February 5th, for the Super Week Trade Deadline Party. Join Mason, Andy Kamenetsky, O'Shea Jackson Jr. Greg Bergman will be there. I'll be there, followed by DeMarco and Travis while we broadcast live from noon to 5:30 p.m. Become an NBA Ginsider. Follow every Lakers move live. And win Lakers tickets. It's all happening tomorrow at Rocket Brews in El Segundo. Thanks to Hendricks Gin, the official gin partner of the Los Angeles Rams. We'll see you there. When we come back in 1 minute, we will do the Lindsay segment right here on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show, presented by Call Jacob and Jacob Emrani.
The new phone number, 800-345-6789.
My God, your God, Cappy's God, the great Jacob Emrani.
800-345-6789. With a new phone number, 800-345-6789. All gas. All Lakers.
After 8 games, 8 cities, and 1 long Grammy road trip, the Lakers are finally back home. Thursday night at Crypto.com Arena.
I'm going back to Cali.
The Purple and Gold return to LA Live for a battle versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Coverage begins Thursday night at 5:30 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is giving away a Mercedes every Thursday in February. Club Serrano members play all month long to earn entries for your chance to win this powerful and luxurious full-size German SUV. Join for free today and don't miss your opportunity to drive off in a brand new Mercedes. It's all happening at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. On the road to the Lombardi Trophy. Powered by Yamava Resort and Casino. You in?
My guy Reese is in the studio. Love Reese. Usually does the afternoon show social media, but he's here early.
Hi, Reese.
Meanwhile, you know this theme song? Cappy? Oh, Cappy doesn't have his headphones on. God forbid your radio show in Los Angeles is more important than talking people on Radio Row.
Yes,
You're
the show was
salty today.
Well, because he's not bringing anything.
Today.
Like, let me tell you who I just saw.
Well, no, but Chris,
at least go interview them.
It's okay to have Cappy paint the picture. Like,
well, then
fine.
paint the picture.
Tone it down, relax.
Time for the Lindsay segment, brought to you by Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-624 or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. This is the theme song, apparently, to the TV show Reacher.
Oh,
that's Cappy's show.
Love Reacher.
Hence why I said, Cappy, do you know what this is? Then
Love
he wasn't
Reacher.
there to listen.
Who are you talking to, Cappy?
Talking to just everybody that's walking around. You know, my man Jimmy Shapiro's right here, George. The king of the Schwans. Jimmy Shapiro's right here. Oh, yeah.
On this day in 2022, Reacher premiered on Amazon Prime.
Great show.
It is now
Great
time
show.
for the Lindsay segment. We like to play a TV theme. That's why we did it. Brought to you by Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. Before I get into my questions here for you guys, did anyone happen to see that the Westminster Dog Show was last night and they picked the winner?
So I never know when that is, and I feel like they re-air it so much that I because they do it sometimes in the lead up, they do it they show it afterwards. Like I never know when that is, so I didn't know it was yesterday.
No, nor did I.
I know that there was one back in December, and that was the one we aired on ESPN, but this is different. That's the AKC, the American Kennel Club one.
What kind of dog won?
So the winner is Penny, the Doberman Pinscher. Good-looking
Ooh, a
pup.
Doberman.
Good-looking dog. Kind of, what's the word? Kind of, makes me a little nervous, like intimidating is the word, I guess.
Dobermans can be intimidating, but they can also be beautiful, loving dogs.
Good-looking pup.
Yeah.
Good-looking pup, for sure.
But my daughter got clipped by a Doberman when she was a little girl, and she's got a scar over her right eye where the dog didn't, bite, but, scraped his tooth, big, sharp tooth, right over her eye. She's still got that. Never had that fixed.
We have a similar deal with a dog with Aria when she was a baby, but it wasn't a Doberman. But Mark Jones, my buddy, Jonesy has a Doberman. Rasta passed away recently, but Rasta was a great dog. He used to take him on trips all the time.
Well, I was going to ask you guys what your favorite kind of dog is. What's your favorite dog?
Well, I'm a dachshund person. I've had 3 different dachshunds.
So is the only kind of dog you'll ever have, you think?
Well, I don't know about always. I had a pit bull as a kid growing up.
Why are you saying ugh?
I'm
They
just
were
so
a great
afraid
dog.
of pit bulls, man. I'm afraid
There's
of
no
them.
such thing as bad dogs, just bad
They are
owners.
wonderful dogs. My dog is a pit bull, and she is the sweetest, kindest dog there is.
I just always get fearful that a pit bull one day is going to just go pit bull on me and eat my face off.
They won't do it to you, Cappy. They'll do it to other dogs, usually.
Yeah, other dogs, but it also,
I've seen a pit bull kill 2 other dogs.
Really?
Twice it's happened in my life. It's a horrible experience.
They have strong jaws, and when they
very strong.
when they
Yeah, they're
grasp
locked.
on, it's locked. Yeah.
I don't know. They kind of scare me, man. Seriously, when I see somebody walking a pit bull, I literally will walk away. I don't know what it is.
You gotta
Yeah, I
cross
am
the
that
street.
guy. Yeah.
So
I am
I'll
that
give you an
guy.
example. I sat on a
Cute dog.
flight recently. Where was I going?
Nice dog, Bergie.
Yeah, that dog's not hurting anybody.
I was on a flight recently. I'll send you the picture where the dog was a pit bull, and it was a service dog with the guy next to me, and dog was just chilling. She was great. She sat there. She just went to bed. That was it.
Here's the fact of the matter. It doesn't really matter if pit bull. I mean, again, I have a little bit of a thing with pit bulls, but it could be any kind of a dog. My youngest daughter, Julia, got bit by a dog. You ready for this? She was face to face with the dog, and he was a little dog, and the dog actually bit Julia. George split her eyelid.
Wow.
Literally split her eyelid. We had to rush her to the emergency room, and they had to do emergency surgery to put her tear duct back together again and then fix her eye. Wow. And this girl still loves dogs so much that about 3 years ago, she was out at what's the concert in the desert? I can't think of it right now. Coachella. And she was staying at a friend's house, and they had a big German Shepherd, and she was loving on this German Shepherd.
Oh, you told me, and then the dog bit her arm, right?
Dude, the dog bit her arm, did probably 30 stitches on her arm and other body parts that I won't discuss. But seriously, it was gnarly. So listen, I just have a little bit of a pit bull hang up. Where were we on all of this, Lindsay?
Favorite dog breed.
Favorite dog,
yes, Cappy's a Frenchie guy.
I like my Frenchie. But Chris, didn't we talk yesterday somehow about golden retrievers?
Yeah, it was Golden Retriever Day.
I love golden retrievers. I need like a dog bigger than my Frenchie, but smaller than like a really, really big dog. I need like
golden
mid-sized
retrievers
dog.
are not small dogs.
You
How
need
big
a
do they
Chewy.
get?
They get up to like 60, 70
Yeah,
pounds.
they're big.
They're big dogs.
Yeah.
Also, I had I had a pit bull before because I love pit bulls, and we were getting her name was Zoe. We were getting her trained, and the trainer said that the worst dog, the most vicious dog that she ever trained was a golden retriever.
Wow.
Interesting.
So it's about the owner. It's not about the dog.
Well, yeah. I mean, now you can't rent in the state of California. You can't rent if you own not a German Shepherd, a pit bull, a Rottweiler. You can't own legally. If you have those dogs, you're not allowed to rent a property, with a new lease. So
interesting.
I don't think golden retrievers are listed though.
No, they're not. But that's what she said. That the most vicious dog she ever trained was the golden retriever.
I think it still gets back to Lindsay. It's the owner. I think you can
All right,
train
Lindsay, what is
every
the
dog.
question?
I was just asking you guys your favorite dog breed, and it turned into all this. But I mean, for what it's worth, like my neighbor's dog is Pumpernickel is a pit bull, and a couple times they've gotten out. Chewy and Pumpernickel, they get out, and the one guy who was like the mail carrier brought him back, like bring him back in, and he was just like, that little one there, he's the ringleader. He was gonna bite me. Talking about Chewy, which I don't believe him because I don't think Chewy would bite anyone. But just goes to show you, my little Frenchie pug was the vicious one in that scenario.
Oh, dude, my dog is the worst. Jack is the worst. Like I'm so jealous of people that take their dogs to restaurants or take their dogs to public places. I can't take Jack anywhere because he'll bite everybody.
Well, that's
terrible.
Not good.
No, it's terrible.
Now,
Now, thankfully,
doesn't bite, he
So
does.
you're throwing
Right.
all that shade on pit bulls. Why don't you take care of your own dog?
Well,
See, you're
I've
a bad
tried.
owner.
I've
Why
tried.
haven't you trained your dog?
He'll blame
I've
his
sent him to
ex-wife.
trainers.
He'll blame his ex-wife, right?
No, I'm
Cappy?
not blaming my ex-wife.
Okay.
I took the dog to trainers.
Not the good
and
ones.
It never worked. This dog is untrainable.
Well, you should get a bunny.
Yeah,
a bunny sounds
get a
like
bunny.
nice. A bunny sounds pleasant.
Yeah.
All right, so I was going to do these cards in conversation. I had to get a couple different games for when you guys are not here and we can't do the interactive stuff. So I'm just going to pass one out to you guys. And the rules of this game, you just do one of them. It says there's no rules, no winners, no losers. To play, just pick a card and talk for a short time or a long time, however long you want. So here, Berg, grab a card and answer any of the questions on here.
And just
See what you got, Bergie.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Go right
Here
there.
comes Bergie, left-handed,
Good one.
taking the card. Now turning the card over, reading the card, glasses on.
I can pick any of these. I'm going to think of what describe yourself in 3 sentences. What topics do you prefer not to discuss with others? What is something new you learned this week? In what ways is life better than you imagined it would be? In what ways if you went to me as a child, just even in high school, middle school, whatever, and told me that I'd be working at ESPN in a radio station talking sports all the time, I think that would just completely shock me. I tell you, you're lying. So being here and doing kind of something like this is way, way better than I would have imagined. And being on the morning show is also something that would be way better than I ever imagined.
Aw.
Look at that.
Sweet.
What a lovely sentiment. What a beautiful thing to say, Bergie.
Yeah.
It sounded
Little
like
positivity.
It sounded what I think I heard was how much more you enjoy being on the morning show.
See why you taking it there?
Well, you
what I
have been
heard.
kind of
Just-
taking some digs.
I take
this,
little
last
digs,
couple
but I
weeks.
say it to him too.
It's just words I'm hearing. That's all.
It's his interpretation.
No,
That's
yesterday, Greg and I were in his office chatting with the door open, and Mace walks by and goes, "Hey guys, what are you talking about?" I said, "How about your show sucks?" That you did yesterday.
He actually did. This is a true story.
And Mace just looked at his son. I go, "Well, I already told you." He goes, "Well, in the other room, you told Emily it was a great show." I go, "I told Emily she had a great show, not you." And Mace just was so defeated, and then I just kept walking. I was like, "Yeah, Bergie, you deal with this now."
Yeah,
so
yeah,
see,
you
here's
just
the-
dead fish in your lap, Bergman.
How'd
we
you clean
say
up
it
the
to
mess?
people's faces.
Did
That's
you
what
clean
I'm
up
saying.
the mess,
Not
Bergie?
like JT the Brick.
We
That'll
just
text his buddies, "Oh,
We just chatted, and then I did before the growl with him.
hack."
Does it
Which
make
is
it
fun.
okay if you say it to their face instead of behind their back?
I'm going to tell you something right now. There was just almost another fight here on Radio Row. I cannot believe what's going on here today. Everybody's so aggressive. So there's a gentleman.
Was it
who's
Ryan Leaf again?
No. There's a gentleman who's at the next table to me. I don't know the gentleman's name. He's interviewing somebody. He's got his camera on with like a ring light, and another gentleman walked in between the camera and the table. He didn't realize that the camera was shooting video this direction. And the guy got up in the middle of the and he like grabbed the guy by the elbow and shook him. Now the other guy is over here with his friends and he's like, "What the hell, man? What the hell's this guy doing?" He put his hands on me like that. So there's aggression here. I got to get off this Radio Row today before I have to start kicking ass.
Just like Reacher.
Seriously, George, I don't want to
Go
hurt
get
anybody.
Rampage Jackson again.
Yeah, hey guys, make sure Rampage is around, please.
Need a bodyguard there.
For reals.
All right, George, I'm going to ask you one of these questions on this card.
Go ahead.
What was your favorite class in school? I would have no idea what to even guess for you.
Oh, well, I mean, what level of schooling? Like
Just
high
say
school?
in all of school, what was your favorite
Your
class?
choice.
Yeah.
Give him to his senior year. What was his favorite class?
Oh, TV production. I took a TV production class. That's why I fell in love with wanting to be in media. It was that. There was a TV production class, and my teacher was great. He taught us. What he first started to do was really the first thing he had us watch. You remember the movie Broadcast News?
Yeah.
So we watched that movie, Holly Hunter, Albert Brooks, and we watched that movie, and I thought it was pretty funny at the time. And it's got some adult stuff in it, but it was fine for high school kids to watch. We'd certainly heard or seen worse. And then he really taught us he would be very critical of how we would anchor the news and things of that nature. It was really, really my first foray into wow, I really enjoy this. And I like the feedback and I love how granular it can get. It really was the first foray into me wanting to do what I did.
So it's funny you say that. I also had a TV broadcast type class my senior year of high school. My teacher, Val Arena, was her name. And she was awesome. But, George.
Mine was Mr. Mulder.
Mr. Mulder. And I loved the class because I got to learn how to use, back then, they were these giant, they weren't even VHS tapes. They were bigger than VHS tapes. I don't know what they were, but we had these decks where you'd put one VHS tape in one side and one VHS tape in the other side, and you would edit with a little steering wheel. I mean, this is what we do today in terms of editing, digital editing, is so easy, even though I can't figure it out, compared to the hands-on labor that we used to do. But I'll tell you guys my favorite class in high school. And this won't surprise you. 4 years. Debate class.
Oh, I love debate class.
Did anybody else have debate class? Was
Yes.
anybody else here on the debate team?
We did not have debate class, no.
Your high school didn't have debate?
No, but we had TV production.
Didn't have a debate team?
Nope.
Well, that
Did you
wasn't.
do debate, Morales?
Yeah, I was captain of the speech and debate team 2 years in a row.
Oh, really?
There you go.
Did
I mean,
you win a lot?
That shouldn't be surprising.
Did you win a lot?
We did, yeah.
That's good. Happy, your question was actually, if your house is on fire, what are 3 things you'd grab? It's always a tough question for me.
It is. First of all,
Name me
I have
physical things?
Yeah.
So I have one bin in my bedroom, in my closet. And
From
in
Walmart?
that, it's actually from Costco, I'll have you know. And in that bin are personal mementos, like my grandfather's watches, my grandfather's cufflinks, little personal things, pictures, hard copy pictures from my childhood. So I've got that all in a bin. I would grab that. I would also grab, and I do have a drawer with a watch in it. I have one watch. I would grab that. And then I think I'd run downstairs and I'd grab my Comrex unit, which is the unit that I use to make sure I get on the air. Because I got to have this machine no matter what. Even though it's an old school piece of technology, this thing still works like a mofo. So I'm grabbing my personal memento box, a watch, and my Comrex machine. That's what I'm grabbing on my way out the door, Lindsay.
Christopher, you want to read one of your questions on your card?
So we had, what do you draw when you doodle? Now, I don't doodle as much as I used to, just because there's not as much paper around me as there used to be. But here in the morning show, I'm usually just drawing lines on our rundown. But sometimes I'll do the old school Stussy. Remember when you would do that in school?
Yes.
The little Stussy? Sometimes
The
I will
lines?
do that. In fact, I'm doing it right now, and I'll hold it up to the camera.
Let me see.
Little Stussy. So I would draw that a lot of times when I was doodling, if you would.
Such a millennial thing.
Yes, it is.
I love those millennial Instagram accounts that remind you of things just like that. Jorge, what's your question?
Mine says, is it easier to give or receive help? I think it's easier for me to give help. Like, I'd rather help you than you helping me. You know, I'd rather help you change a tire than bother you with, hey, man, come help me and help me change my tire kind of thing.
You know what that means, Jorge?
What does it mean?
It means that you need to be more open to receiving. I have the same problem, and I hear this all the time. I'm more of a giver than I am a receiver.
It's called people pleasing.
By the way, I am too these days.
So I'm always being reminded, Jorge, that you need to be open to receiving. And
All
I'm
right.
generally not open to receiving. I'm more of a giver than I am a receiver, and I need to receive more. I need to be open to receiving. I'm wide open, Coach. Throw me the ball. I'm open for receiving.
All right.
All right. Well, my question is, what is something almost everyone can agree on? It's that this segment's over.
All right.
That's a funny way to end it. You know, it
That
really
was
is
good.
on my card.
All right, 9:45, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, our YouTube hour, the Power Hour. We'll be back in 1 minute, and then we'll wrap all this stuff up with our usual fun and frivolity right here on ESPN LA.
Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
You know, I minored in interpretive dance.
At Bowling Green?
At Bowling Green.
Did you really?
No. Was there some part of you that
here's
believed
the thing.
that?
When
Wait
you
a
were-
minute. Was there some part of you that believed that?
Here's why.
Okay.
As John Ireland would say, and here's why.
Yeah.
You were a pop culture major.
Pop culture major.
When you
with
were
a minor in interpretive dance.
I was going to say, when you are a pop culture major, similar to how I was a theater major
Yes.
for a little while, when you choose that type of, some would say, useless major,
Yeah.
at that point, the minor is just gravy. Like, you might as well do interpretive dance
I
as your
don't
minor.
even think I had a minor. I had a major. I don't think I had a minor. Bowling Green, by the way, has a college of pop culture.
Mason and Ireland, weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is giving away a Mercedes every Thursday in February. Club Serrano members play all month long to earn entries for your chance to win this powerful and luxurious full-size German SUV. Join for free today and don't miss your opportunity to drive off in a brand new Mercedes. It's all happening at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on the road to the Lombardi Trophy. Powered by Yamava Resort and Casino. You in?
Now, I know what you're thinking. Are you really playing the Oscar de la Hoya song again? The answer is yes. Because it's Oscar's 53rd birthday, the Golden Boy. And he once released a song. And it was called Run to Me. And it sounded, well, take a listen for yourself, huh?
Now, can someone do some fact-checking here for a second? My understanding is that this may have won the Best Latin Pop Album in 2001.
The album might have.
The catchy tune.
But this song, I
Right
don't think it was award-winning.
What's going on here? All right, now this guy's going to say something to the other guy. Look at this. Yeah.
What's going on?
So remember
Do
I
this,
told
Cap.
you
Like, put your
the one
camera
guy-
on it.
Yeah. Hey, can we turn this around? I got to see what's going on. Then they're going to see that I'm turning the camera around. This guy who got grabbed by the other guy is about to go say something to the guy that grabbed him.
Okay, so set it up again for those that didn't hear it.
All right, so what happened is
why they grab who?
there's a gentleman sitting at the next table from me, and he's doing an interview with another guy. I don't know who's who. And
So who's the interviewee is
Right.
is upset with the interviewer?
No. The interviewer had a camera on him 2 tables away. Another gentleman who's at the next table over did not realize that he was walking in between his shot because the camera is 2 tables away, and the guy, who's a very nicely dressed guy, he stood up in the middle of the interview and he grabbed the guy and he shook him by the elbow.
And grabbed the guy. So the
who
guy
was
who
walking
was
between the camera. Yeah.
The interviewer grabbed the guy who was walking between the camera.
Correct. And the guy who got his arm grabbed was like, "Hey man, what the hell?" And he went and he sat down with his colleagues, and now that the interview is over, the guy who got his arm grabbed has come over to the guy who grabbed him, and he wants to talk to him. Now, the guy who grabbed him is still talking to somebody else and has not realized that over his left shoulder is the gentleman who wants to say something to him, like, hey, bro, sorry about that. I didn't mean. I'm guessing that's what he said. Hey, I didn't mean to do that. Please excuse me, but you didn't need to put your hands on me. And I'm curious to see what's going to happen here. This guy behind me, or in front of me rather, really nice jacket, nice pair of pants, good-looking shirt, bald beard. Like, I don't know, he looks dangerous to me. And the other guy, he just wants to have his voice heard, George. I'm watching this whole situation right now. Guys, be ready with cameras just in case. And Browner, be ready in case you got to kick some ass and protect me.
This is where you missed DeAndre.
Oh, dude. And DeAndre sent me a text. He's like, I can't believe you're at the Super Bowl and you didn't take me to the Super Bowl. I need DeAndre. I need this sort of security around me.
You need to be his agent.
There's also, like, a lot of cops on Radio Row right now, and I want to ask the cops if they could do me a favor and station an officer right here, because there's something going on in this corner of Radio Row. Just keep a cop nearby.
There's a lot of aggression, a lot of testosterone in that corner.
I don't know what's going on around here.
I wish you'd turn your camera around so we could see.
All right, hold on a second. Let me see if I can. It's just that they're going to see that I'm turning it, and they're going to see.
So have Browner do it.
Well, then
Parker said to use your phone to join Switcher.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's true. Yeah,
look
at that.
Parker, text me the link.
He did. He's in the group chat.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I didn't know that. All right, hold on a second. Now I'm going to try and do this.
Right, and then Parker we can do a separate feed.
Yeah, hold on a second here. I'm trying to jump in here. Request permissions. I'm allowing everything.
Yeah.
And, okay, here goes. Now I got to figure out how to turn the camera around. Well, that's not going to happen. All right, so tell me if you guys can see this. Oh, I'm going to join the room. Okay, tell me if you guys. Let me see.
Okay, I got you. So those are the two guys. The guy in the suit. Who's the guy in the suit?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
hold on. I got to turn down. The volume here. So you can see my man Alex. Alex, say hi to Sedano and everybody. There's Alex.
Hey,
but you
what's
see,
up, Alex?
You see the
All
guy.
right, who are the two guys behind?
Okay, so the guy in the suit jacket with the bald head, he's the guy that grabbed the guy to the left. You see the guy in the gray shirt holding the pen right there? Can you guys see that?
Yes.
So the guy holding the pen, he's the guy who got grabbed, and the guy with the nice jacket is the guy who did the grabbing.
Right.
And
who's the guy in the jacket, the bald guy?
I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is, and I don't know what media outlet he's from.
Well, why are we seeing you a second time? Go back to them.
Because I think the guy saw me shooting video of him. I think
so what? It's not like you're breaking any rules, right?
No, I know, but I think that's just not
You're
nice.
just a chicken bleep? You think he's going to grab you next?
Well, then he's going to kick my ass.
Yes, he does.
Yes, I am a chicken bleep.
Have Alex Padilla just tap him on the shoulder and say, hey, what outlet are you with?
That's a good idea. Let me see if I can put it over here.
How about just go read his table? It's got to have a sign on it, right?
Yeah, maybe.
No, not for the small markets.
I don't know, man. I don't want to get into a fight here today. I don't.
Yes, you do. Don't lie.
I don't have to hurt anybody. I'm a lover.
Oh,
this is
so good. See, this is finally interesting.
Yeah. Oh, it is
Caliendo. Caliendo made me smile on Sad Radio Row, and now this is making me smile because you're being a voyeur and you're giving us the blow by blow.
George, I think what's happening is I think the guy in the suit knows that the other guy is here, and he's purposely avoiding him. Oh, wait, no, here we go. Oh, they're shaking hands.
Go.
Shaking hands. Hey, man. Hey, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Please excuse me. That was not my intention. Okay. Hey, good. Okay, these guys. Can you hear them? Well, I don't want to really overly.
Oh no,
intrude,
hand it to Alex.
Can you hear what they're saying?
No, Alex can tell us what's happening.
Yeah, what are they saying? Did the one guy like seemed to apologize? I think. Oh no, everybody's good. Everybody's good. There was this
false alarm.
Did they hug it out? Was there a hug?
Well, no, but there was a touch.
There's like a tap.
There was a tap. Right. The guy in the suit tapped the guy in the gray shirt. I think the guy in the gray shirt comes over like a real star. Hey man, I apologize, bro. I didn't see that. I didn't see your camera.
My bad, but
you're
bro,
2 tables away, bro.
Cappy,
but if you could, do me a favor. Keep your hands off me.
Cappy was so scared he's almost whispering.
Right. Oh no, I went into I went into my Jim Nance golf voice.
I was just saying, it sounds like you're doing golf. Yeah, you're like doing the U.S. Open or something.
And
the
funny thing is, I just took off my headphones for a second. There's no way they could hear a word I'm saying because it's so freaking loud in here.
Yeah.
So now these guys seem to be hugging it out, broing down. Hey, man, sorry, I didn't mean to. Hey, apologies. Hey, I'm over here. Hey, if you need anything, you need an extra wire or something, I got them. I got extra wires.
That's the wire.
Yeah. Hey, man, if you guys need like an extra, XLR cable, I got one. Anybody needs a power strip, I'm carrying an extra one.
And who the hell was the guy he was talking to that was so important?
I don't. Hey,
It
did you guys
kind of
see-
looked like I know who it looked like.
Who,
but
who would it look like?
A guy who just got out of the business for a while, then he got back in.
Who dat?
For Westwood.
Who?
I'm not going to say his name.
Okay, I don't. The interviewee or the interviewer?
The guy who was wearing the jacket, the bald fella.
Oh yeah, I don't know who he is. I've never seen him before.
He kind of looked like him, but I don't know if that was him.
I'm not sure either. Well, there's your version of dealer's choice. That's live on the spot.
No.
It's not. It's not. Really, I thought that was really good. Oh wait, and they shook hands. They shook hands.
And you're talking normal now.
Yeah, they shook hands. It's nice. This
Why
guy got
didn't
a
you
nice.
just call them over and say, "Hey guys, come on the air. I just saw you guys get into a fight." That would have been funny.
Yeah, this guy right here, the nice jacket, nice jacket, good looking bald head, like just freshly shaved.
I want to see his face. Turn it around.
I know. I'd like to get him to turn around. I'd like to say hello to this gentleman. All right, wait a second. Alex might be going over to see who they are. Wait, you know where they are? Wait, you're going to love this. Where does it say there? Wait, no. 104 point something, ESPN something. I can't. Wait, hold on. I got to just give me 10 seconds. Let me look.
All right.
Yeah. All right. We can Google this after Cappy goes and checks it out.
ESPN Baton Rouge, maybe?
Baton Rouge is ESPN.
104.5 Baton Rouge.
Oh, look at that, Lindsay.
Yeah.
I just Googled it.
Joe
ESPN Baton
Moscano
Rouge.
or something like that was the guy's name? Or
Is it off
Joe.
the bench?
Hey,
Mike
Joe.
Moscano?
Joe. Is it Joe or is it Mike?
Just yelling Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, Mike.
Right.
Wait, let's see. What time is it right now?
Hey, Mike.
I love that.
Hey, Mike.
Go.
Now, see,
Sorry,
this
no,
is
turn
a
my
good
microphone.
bit. The bit of just creating nothing but havoc at Radio Row is great.
Yeah.
The
Hey,
Hunter Palmer
Joe.
show? I think it's the Hunter Palmer show.
Hunter
Captain.
Palmer.
I don't know. I would guess that he was recording. That would be my guess. Is
Oh,
he's
here's
not-
the
he's not
lineup. Hold
online.
on, here's the
It's
lineup.
off the bench, Clinton and friends, live at lunch.
Live at lunch.
Live at lunch.
That could be live at lunch.
That
Yeah.
could be.
They are live.
Yeah,
They
11
have
a.m.
lunch
It's
now.
11 a.m. on
Wait,
Wednesday.
what time is it here? It's almost 10 Pacific.
Yeah, you're
Off
in the
the
same
bench.
time
yeah,
zone
yeah,
as
but
us,
in New
Cappy.
Orleans,
Yeah,
it
but
would be
it's probably
11.
like
Wow,
news.
they only
2
run
hours.
Clinton and Friends for an hour? What kind of what's
Come
the deal
on,
with that?
man. Really?
It's live at lunch, I think.
It's live at lunch.
You think this
yeah.
is live at lunch?
It's live at lunch.
And Chris, what's the guy's
kind of
name?
show name
We've
is that?
had him in the suite before. He's the ESPN.
Matt Moscana is the guy I thought it was, but that's the afternoon guy.
No, but the Baton Rouge, New Orleans ESPN guy. He's like kind
No,
of
that
really,
is Matt Moscana.
Which guy?
The bald guy.
The back. Hey, Matt. Hey, Matt.
If he turns
I
around.
know him. I've been on his show.
Oh, he's on the phone right now. That's why he was not answering me. Hey,
Did
Matt.
he like wave you off?
He's talking to
Tell
the
him,
cops.
tell him I say hello. Yeah.
Matt, what's up, man? Hey, George Sedano says hello. Do you know George? Yeah? You never heard of him, huh? That's too bad. No, I didn't think so. No. Yeah, we're live. We're live. How are you, bro? Hey, can you give us, guys, how much time do we have left?
Just
We
go.
have-
Just
like
go.
3
Do we have
minutes.
30
Fine.
seconds? Would you mind just sitting down for 30 seconds? Thanks, Brown. Thanks, Brown. Hey, man, how are you?
Fantastic.
How are
My
you?
pleasure.
So, hey, if you don't mind my saying, I just saw what happened between you and this gentleman, and I thought he came over and really handled himself well. Did he
Yeah.
apologize for walking in between your shot?
Yeah.
Because you put your hands on him. And I know that your intention was just, hey, man, you're in my way, right? Right? But he kind of got pissed, I think.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, no, it was very cordial.
Who were you interviewing?
I was interviewing Brian Jones from
Oh.
CBS Sports
Oh.
and a doctor who's developed a CTE drug.
Oh, interesting.
So anyway, well, he walked in front of a camera. So
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah, you weren't trying to be like, you weren't trying to like hurt the guy.
Yeah,
you
no,
were
we're
trying,
good.
hey, man, you're in my camera shot. And then this guy was like, what the hell, man? Put your hands on me. But then he came over and he handled himself very
I
nicely,
don't know
I
what
thought.
else to do.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's the camera was like 2 tables away. You know what I mean? He walked in between your shot.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
How's Baton Rouge treating you?
Baton Rouge is great, man. Lane Kiffin has kept us busy for the last 3
Oh, I
months.
bet.
You
It has
hearing
been
this, George?
It has been
Yeah, I
an
bet.
avalanche of Kiffin mania from the recruitment of Kiffin, him taking the job, all the staff turnover, the transfer portal, spending more than $40 million on this roster. It's
Wow.
been insane.
Wow.
I
Well,
mean,
it's funny
listen,
because
Lane
you were sitting
Kiffin
here, and real
the
quick, George,
gift.
I was
I gotta
showing.
go because I got
yeah,
Clinton.
are
I got
you?
an interview. I'm interviewing Clinton.
Clinton,
Yates.
wait,
Yeah.
Clinton
Clinton
Yates?
Yates.
You're
You're gonna
interviewing
be
Clinton
blow
Yates.
off
Wait,
Clinton
you're about to
Yates.
interview Clinton Yates,
Can you
and
believe
you
that?
have to get up to leave us to go interview
No,
Clinton
you
Yates?
can
I'm
blow
just
off
trying to be
Clinton Yates.
respectful.
Blow off
You're a
Clinton
nice
Yates.
guy.
Ask Clinton
you know
where
what?
he's
You're a hell of a
been.
nice
Have him
guy.
join
I
us,
appreciate
too.
that
Just
very
put on
much.
his
You are, and
headset
very
for
professional.
We're neighbors, so we'll talk.
Okay,
talk
we
throughout
will
the
talk. And then Clinton will come join us and
Tell
say,
Clinton
oh
I'm
my
not doing
God,
his
what is
expense
going on
report
here?
for him.
Wait a minute, what? Do you do Clinton Yates' expense report?
I help him out because he doesn't really know how to do it.
That seems
Not that hard.
No,
I do
not
them every
great.
week.
No, you're allowed to. Like you have delegates. That's what they call them, delegates. You get a
Man,
delegate.
Lindsay is just
there's Nikki K.
putting everything on the air today.
Nikki K. Love Nikki K.
Nikki K is here.
Oh, it's
Wait
a
a second.
thing.
You guys
Like,
love
you let other people help you with your
Nikki.
Hey, what's up, party? Oh, is that?
Hi,
is
Nikki
that,
K.
Is that Sedano?
You got Sedano, Morales, Briones, Bergman, and Lindsay Baseball.
Hey,
oh
Nikki.
my gosh, and my fellow
there's Quentin
Bruin
Yates.
Greg. How we
Hey,
living?
what's going on, Nikki?
The dream.
Bob
That's
Chesney.
what's going on.
Bob Chesney.
Oh, Bob Chesney is a rock star. I'm fully drinking the Kool-Aid.
Seems like everybody else is, too.
Right.
Yeah. How's it going?
You know what? This is my first Radio Row.
Do you find this to be a happy environment, or do you find it to be kind of a sad environment?
Okay, so I think is that like a meta question of extrovert versus introvert? I think.
Well, it's not. It's set up. George says that
Oh.
Radio Row is the saddest place on the planet, and he'll never show up again.
I, as someone who loves talking to anyone and everyone, I think this is so fun. So there we go.
Yeah, not my deal anymore.
Well, George,
but
you
Nikki,
look
we're
like
glad
you're
you're
having
there
a
because we
blast.
could talk to you. So that is nice.
Absolutely. So what do you guys think about this matchup?
Which matchup?
I don't know. I think there's a game being played on
You mean
Sunday.
Oklahoma City, San Antonio tonight? Because that's what we've been talking about.
Oh, I'm stoked for that.
Yeah. You
Do
talking about
we-
James Harden going to Cleveland? Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I was fully buying the conspiracy theory that Kawhi was going to be suspended, and that's why he wasn't named to the All-Star game.
Wow.
But then ESPN came out with, everyone came out with that he will be playing.
Yeah.
Yes,
Did you
he
guys-
is. He's going to be playing. Yes.
Did you guys hear the speculation that might have been the case?
I did not.
I did. I actually saw that on the internet. It was gaining
Yeah.
steam. Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah.
Nikki, wow, I love the whole thing today. I mean, the nails, the shirt, I mean, the hair.
Thank you.
And you look terrific.
Well, listen, they say you got to dress for radio, right?
Well, you should come by and visit us tomorrow. We're on live from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Yes, stop by again. Let's and we should have you
I
on more often.
disrupted
You
the
should
flow.
be like
That's all right.
our see, Radio Row is less sad because you're there. So
That's
there we
right.
go.
Thank you. No, and I'm sorry to just bulldoze my. Actually, I'm not sorry.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
You're always welcome.
No, I'm here with an
Yes,
all-female
open
crew
invite.
on on another airwave, but we're stoked to be here.
Yeah, I've seen
So,
that. That's cool. That's a really
yeah.
good show.
Absolutely, you guys. Cheers.
Cheers
Love
to
you
you.
all.
Bye to
yeah.
you, girl.
Nikki.
All right.
Look
Well,
at
there
that,
you
Cappy.
go.
You got us. Now,
How about
was
that?
not Matt Moscana, the guy that was
No,
the
it was
bald
Matt
guy, or-
Moscana, George. It was a great call.
There
It was
you
a
go.
great call. This was an amazing end to today's
Matt
broadcast.
Moscana, Nikki K. What a way to end the day.
Nikki K. I love her.
All right, I got to go to a lunch.
Bye, Sedano.
See
On
ya.
that, I think we'll just do the read for Dealer's Choice. We can do the calendar tomorrow, Cappy. All right.
Say go for it.
All right, I didn't. I was waiting for confirmation from you.
Yes, confirmation.
The time for the Dealer's Choice Real Deal brought to you by Sellers Advantage. Want to sell your house? Before you call an agent, call Sellers Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer. Or visit sellersadvantage.com. DRE 0196-1658. We'll see you tomorrow for a Thursday edition of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show at 7 a.m. Everybody have a beautiful Wednesday. Rich Eisen Show right now.
Offsite. That's what I said. It's somewhere in there. It's somewhere. I heard him say, "That's why Robert Kraft deserves a gold jacket." It's not. That's very good. It's getting close, but it's also a cartoon.